Hello and welcome to the Wednesday night watch along. Oh, get that off. What have I done there? Okay, something's going on there. That's weird. I need to turn something off there. Bear with us, folks. I need to quickly hit this. Someone's hit my thing. One sec. All right. No idea what was going on there, but that was good. Either way, we're up and about Wednesday night. I'm a lot more awake today. I have had a very good sleep, folks. I've had a very good sleep. I'm very happy. And I have not, I don't know, I haven't even checked the lineups yet, so I don't know what I'm actually missing out on. Just quickly checking that my sound's not doing some weird stuff. I do not know what was happening there, but that was weird. Either way, get that off. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're going to go for all the lineups. We're about to have all the games start in about 3 minutes time. So unfortunately tonight, whether there is no timer, there's too many games to put on the screen. So let's get into it. This is the games we're looking at today. We've got Arsenal versus Brentford about to kick off, Burnley versus Crystal Palace, Brighton versus Aston Villa, and Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. The two games that are kicking off in 45 minutes time are Leeds against Chelsea and Liverpool versus Sunderland. We're bringing you all the scores and the results as they come in. And the biggest news, I've just seen Arsenal's lineup on field. I saw people talking about it in the chat. But it looks like I could be in for a good night. Because the players that probably could hurt me, a lot of them are starting on the bench. So, and wow, Thiago's on the bench as well. That is good news because I benched Thiago. I mean, Kevin Schade and Dango Otara are starting up front for Brentford. And there's no Thiago in this. Well, he's in the squad. So obviously that injury from the week. I mean, this is looking like a pretty damn good night for the D-Unit, folks. So early doors. Let's not get too carried away. Let's have a look at the lineups then. Yeah, I'm giving you a shout out. Yeah. Palmer on at halftime, potentially. I will get into the chat very quickly. I'm going to go through all the lineups. I'm aware that all the games are about to start, so I don't want to sit there and disappoint because everyone enjoys me reading out the lineups as much as I do. So let's not disappoint the folks. So hopefully the bed hair's getting rid of that. Oh, look, you can tell I've had bed hair. I've just literally just woken up, but I'm awake today because I've got the Red Bull there. I'm ready to go. Actually, I've just realized we need to quickly kill that. Let's put the actual background on. There we go. Get that off. There we go. All right, sweet. That looks much better. All right, so for Arsenal in goal, it is Raya. No surprise there that he starts. And it's Calafiori's the only normal defender that starts. I actually can't believe this. Calafiori starts here with Hincapi and Mascara, who retain their places. Still no Saliba, still no Gabriel, and no Julian Timber. It's Ben White at right back. I mean, I won't lie. I'm very shocked by that. In the midfield, it's Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. Up top, it's Marino. On the left, it's Martinelli. And on the right, there's no Bukayo Saka. It's Madueke. I mean, wow. That sucks. If you own any of those players, that's why I sold on mine. Kelleher in goal, Vandenberg, Pinnock, Ajer, and then it's Coyote at right wing back, Yarmolik, Yanelt, Janssen, and Henry at left wing back. And then up top, it's Kevin Schade and Dango Otara. On the bench for Arsenal, it's Kepa, Saka, Jesus, Eze, Timber, Gyökeres, Norgard, Wanyeri, and Lewis Skelly. On the bench for Brentford, it's Vladimir Sarin. Oh, my God. Henderson, Thiago, Onyeka, Collins, Lewis Potter, Damsgaard, Arthur, Donovan. There we go. Right, the games have just kicked off. Arsenal versus Brentford has kicked off. Actually, I've got the scores down the bottom today, folks. I can actually see the scores. So Brighton versus Villa has kicked off as well. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest has kicked off. And we're just waiting for Burnley and Crystal Palace to commence from the 7:30 p.m. games. All right, on to the next game. We have Brighton versus Aston Villa. Any surprises in here? Let's have a look. It's Bart Simpson in goal, who I bought in, obviously, for next game week. Kagladoo, Dunk, Van Heck, and Wafer in the back line. Baliba and Gomez in the midfield. It's De Kuiper on the left. Wow. Gruder in the 10, Minte on the right, and Welbeck has been benched. It is Tomiskas up front. For Aston Villa, it's Bizzo in goal. I mean, this is carnage, folks. Bizzo in goal. Matson, Torres, Konza, Cash, Kamara, Anana, Goossend, Rogers, McGinn, and Ollie Watkins returns up front. On the bench for Brighton, it's Steele, Hinselwood, Welbeck, Costellus, Boscagli, Veltman, Coppola, Knight, Oriola. The Burnley versus Crystal Palace game is now going as well, FYI. On the bench for Aston Villa, it's Lindelof, Tielemans, Buendia, Dean, Garcia, Marlon, Sancho, Bogard, and Hollingshead. Hollingshead, who's a goalkeeper. Hollingshead is a goalkeeper, folks. What a weird name. Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Let's see if there's any surprises in this one. Dubravka in goal, no surprise there. Hartman, Estev, Egdow, Walker. In the midfield, it's Cullen and Florentino. Then it's Foster in the 10, Chuchawataka on the right, Anthony on the left, and Fleming up front. For Crystal Palace, no rotation well, actually, surprisingly, Richard starts here. So Henderson in goal. It's Gahey at the left, Gahey, Lacroix, Richards. It's Mitchell at left wing back, Munoz right wing back, Wharton and Lima in the middle, Pino and Kamada, and Mateta is leading the line, so that's good. And Kedia is not starting though, so that's not good because that means that Mateta might come off early. All right, Burnley on the bench, Wace, Worrell, Brun Larson, Okawaku, Edwards, Perez, Broja, Mebry, and Laurent. And for Crystal Palace, it's Matthews, Benitez, Nketiah, Uche, Klein, Hughes, SA, Canvo, and Devaney. And then Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. All right, so any more carnage in this one? I mean, no one's got Wolves players, surely. Johnston in goal. Agbadu, Gomez, Mosquera. For once, they're actually all on the field. They're not playing a back five tonight. That's nice. Then it's Wolf, Gomez, Andre, and Chichawachak. Mate, what is that guy's? Is that the brother of the other bloke in the Burnley team? What is that? Stuart Larson, Bellegarde, and Arias. For Nottingham Forest, it's Sells in goal, Nico Williams, Murado, Milinkovic, my boy Milinkovic, here for the shouts. Savannah, Cigar, Sangare, Anderson, Indoy, Gibbs White, Hutchinson starts, Igor Jesus. On the bench, it's Saar, Doherty, Bueno, Montesi, Huang, Arakoku, Chira, Hoover, Mane. Nottingham Forest, it's Victor, Hudson-Odoi, Kalimawendo, Dominguez, Yates, Cunha, McAtee, Bowley, and Abbott. And to save myself the disaster of having to do this in 45 minutes, because I've got the lineups for it, we're going to do Leeds versus Chelsea, which is Leeds in goal, Perry, Bojal, Rodon, Strike, Goodmanson, Stack, Ampadu, Tanaka, Bogle. DCL unit is starting up front, folks, to blank the Chelsea clean sheet. We love to see this. And Mchekia. For Chelsea, it is Sanchez in goal, Kukurea. I mean, Chalobah starts at right back. It's Arachabayo and Baladishi in the middle. Fernandez and Andro Santos, Gittins, João Pedro, Estevao, and Delap up top. No Cole Palmer, which is no good for the one week punt there. He's starting on the bench. For the bench for Leeds, it's Darlow, Pirro, Aronson, Okafor, Harrison, Brownell, Justin, Noto, and Grove. And then it's Jorgensen, Neto, Palmer, Hatto, James, Gusto, Arachapayong, Mark Guiui, and Alejandro Garnacho on the bench. All right, there's been no goals yet, and we've got one more game to get through. Then we can start having some goals. All right, Liverpool versus Sunderland. What's happening in this lineup? Alisson Becker in goal. Holy hell, there's no Mo Salah in the lineup again, folks. That's hilarious. Robertson, a left back. Van Dijk, Canade, and Gomez start in the same back four. It's Gravenberch and McAllister. It's Gakpo on the left, Wirtz in the 10, Slobozlai on the right, and Isaac starts to get up top, looking really good there for the one-week punt. Then we've got Roofs in goal. Ronaldo, Alderete, Ballard, Mukiele, and Hume in a back five. We've got Lafie, Sadki, Zaka, and Talby in the midfield, and Brobby starts up top. Then on the bench, it's Mamardashvili, Marshmallow, Endo, Kirkes, Mo Salah on the bench again, Chiesa, Jones, Ekatike, Nwoni, and Nugawogo. This is the end of the king, folks. This is the end of the king. He's done. He's been turfed out. He's about to have his head beheaded. That's essentially what's happening in this game. Then it's Patterson, Neil, whatever that guy's name is, Dressdrulder, Mayenda, O'Neill, Mundell, Isidore, Adringa, and Traore on the bench. There we go. We've covered all the lineups. Let's get into the football. I've been watching it. Arsenal have had the early goings here, and we're about to potentially have our first goal. No, we're not. That's a pretty poor cutback by whoever the hell that was from Arsenal. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm getting into the chat, folks. Sorry. I'm aware that took an exceptionally long time. It took me 7 minutes to go through all those lineups. All right, let's have a look. How are we? Oh, Timber on the bench. Everyone happy yesterday. Now we're crying. Ironically, I'm just looking at my team. Munoz starts, Mateta starts, Rice starts. I'm not affected. I benched Thiago, and he's been benched. And I'm not expecting anything from the rest. So I'm actually good. I do realise I need to update that score as well. So I'm going to do that very shortly. We're going to get this on here. I'm going to try and listen to what's going on here. Let's get that up. Let's get the volume up. All right, so with the main feature game of the main part of the Goal Rush is Arsenal versus Brentford. So that is the game I'll be primarily watching. I am going to be getting up a few more games to see if I can watch a few more. I'm going to try and get 4 of them up. Now, the ones I'm probably not going to be watching, not going to lie, probably not going to bother watching Wolves versus Forest. I'm just going to watch for the goals that come through there because I've not really got any interest in that game myself. And I'm probably just going to sacrifice watching Aston Villa against Brighton as well because I think that's going to be a quite low-scoring game. All right, we'll quickly... Actually, that's what we need to do. Move that one over there really quickly. There we go. Lovely. All right, let's update that while we're doing it. All right, so Arsenal are having some early pressure here, which, you know, does make a little bit of sense. Let's open that one up and then open that one up there as well. All right, let's continue on with the chat. What have we got here? What? No way, Timber. I just have Saka benched. My team got away with it just about. Very nice. Only have Timber on the bench. Hopefully he gets 0 minutes and gets Zaka on from the bench. This week, Ricardo. I'm playing 5-a-side FPL tonight. I love it. I can't believe it. There is some carnage. I mean, some of them lineups, I'm not going to lie, I feel quite blessed that I've got away with it so far. Foden captain +2. Mate, backing Foden captain 2 weeks in a row is just godlike. And I absolutely love it. Pubcast raid, fantastic. Dean on Gary's soundboard next week. Watch out. Probably just you, Josh. I'll have those points anyway. Climbing up to 335k. Damn, yeah, it's true. Bizzo was playing 68 with Raya, Raquar, and Burmo, Van Dijk, and Sabozla to play. Nice. That's a pretty damn good score, I tell you what. Martinez injured in the wall. I mean, that is so ironic. I was looking at bringing in Martinez. Oh, and Arsenal scored! It's a great ball in. It's Marino with the goal, and it's Madwakey with the assist, I think. That was some goal there. It's Arsenal 1-0, and they have taken the lead here in pretty emphatic fashion, to be honest. And Marino, again, getting the business done. I mean, who needs Gyökeres? Who needs Havertz when you've got, what is his name? Marino up top, and he just knows how to score goals. That's emphatic. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It didn't take too long. 10 minutes into the game, and they are in front, folks. Unbelievable. There we go. That's our first goal of the watch-along. It's a great ball in from Madwakey. I'm pretty sure it's Madwakey. It is. It is Madwakey. No, it's not. It's not Madwakey. Madwakey tees it up for number 4, whoever the hell number 4 is. I don't even know who number 4 is for Arsenal. But there's a goal there. It's 1-0 to the Arsenal. And we'll bring you the Aston Villa and Brighton game in a second. I do not know who scored there. I haven't even caught up to the chat, so I don't even know what the chat are telling me. So I'm just going to sit there and wait till it comes on while I quickly read through the rest of the chat I've missed. But it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. It did not take too long, folks. And they are up and about. The Gunners continuing on their march towards the Premier League title. Just to bench Van der Ven, Senesi and Gui on the bench, so nothing of Saka doesn't come on. See, this is the benefit of having a strong bench. This is why I've been taking the hits, folks, to bring in players that I'm pretty confident are going to be playing for the events that this is actually going to work. Morning, mate. Palmer on at halftime. I'm here for Darius pronouncing the lineups. I know it's godlike, isn't it? If Palmer comes on and takes Enzo's pen, locked in, let's go. Dreaming about Foden. Darius, please give me a shout out. Yeah, shout out 1, 2, 3, 4. Mental lineups. Salah benched again. I mean, he's done. The Egyptian king, folks, is done. No benchings as yet, but Bruno's a doubt for tomorrow, and he's my captain. If Bruno's a doubt for tomorrow, I will happily take it. If he could just sit there and just not show up, I will get 17 points extra as captain. I'm here for the Bruno Fernandes blank 0-pointer. Make it happen, Bruno. Get the memo and let's go with it. I actually am hoping for that. I'm not going to lie. I'm really hoping for a Bruno Fernandes no-show tomorrow. Salah second benching in a row was crazy. What did I say last game week? Darius, captain for you, betrayed me. I know I did. I really left him hanging to dry. I followed you on Foden. Great shout out, Dina. Thank you very much. That's what I like to see. Kick off. I need Bruno to play thinking about it again. Otherwise, that the cartel gets Haaland's points. I mean, I just want the Foden points at this point. I would love Bruno not to play. I'll beat the cartel's captain because I want the Foden punt as vice captain. So I've picked the really good vice captain. So I'm hoping that Bruno doesn't show. I mean, that would be so ironic. Imagine he really is the star of the week. I mean, that would be biblical. It really would be. It really would be. At Emirates, we're still waiting for that Brighton Aston Villa goal, by the way, folks. It still hasn't cut there because there hasn't been a break and play. Even though we had a goal, they showed the replays and they just got back on with the kickoff. The ball hasn't gone out of play yet. Andy said that there was no way Ben White starts. Andy's just full of crap. Had to have Grover Road pick might be genius. I like it. Could be. Probably not. Collins benched the DEFCON man. It's unbelievable. You wouldn't believe that. All right, here we go. It's a Brighton goal. Brighton corner. Oh, wow. What's the goalkeeper? Oh, that's the most scrappy goal you ever see. And it's Van Heck with the goal. Van Heck with the goal. I mean, that's the bloke I should have brought in, not bloody Van den Berg. It should have been Van Heck. I mean, how that's gone in. That's such a bizarre goal. What a weird goal, but it's 1-0 to the Brighton there as well. It's a Van Heck goal, and I've got no idea who got the assist there because it just looks like a bunch of scrappiness. But it's 1-0. That's all I can tell you. It's 1-0. That's a really weird goal. A really weird looking goal. All right, let's open that up. I still don't have my can of Red Bull yet. Like, you tell I'm a lot more awake today because I've had so much sleep. I've had 7.5 hours sleep. I've caught up on my sleep, which is good. Main screen Liverpool, yes, that will be on when I get there. But we've got another 40 minutes till that starts. Timber was due a benching. Everyone's due a benching, isn't it? This is what I play for. It's save your key player for the weekend day. Good start for Brentford. All the crazy stuff I've been thinking free hit 15 would be better than free hit 16. Yeah, free hit 15 could work out really well if you've used up all your transfers in 14. That definitely is something that could work. If you haven't used up all your transfers, though, it's not going to work because you won't get the 5 bonus extra. You only get however many. If you roll if you've got 3 transfers in game week 15 and you press free hit, you will only get 2 extra bonuses in 16 because you technically are rolling 3. So that's the only problem. Free hit 15 only works if you're using up all your transfers. Arsenal lost today, I reckon. I don't know. They're 1-0 up. Same guy got banned for golden goal stream. Yeah, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 has been a little bit. He's had a little couple of run-ins, but he's learnt the rules now. It's all kicking off with the D-Unit chat. Yeah, it is. What's the local time? I don't know I think I've just missed a whole bunch of chats, so I apologise, but we're just going to go from where we are now. Arsenal with another chance. Mad Wakey with a shot there, forcing a save from Kelleher. I can't even open this up because the thing's in the wrong way. Hold on. I've got to figure out a way of doing this so it actually makes sense. There we go. Let's update the scores. I'm aware that I'm a little bit behind there. The scores are now updated. It's 1-0 to Brentford. Sorry, not 1-0 to Brentford. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to Brighton. I'm going to quickly sit there and fix up my actual team score, and then we'll quickly, I'll actually get it so I can actually look at the chat properly. Because my chat at the moment is closed. Because my laptop is actually blocking whether I can see a goal or not. All right, here we go. Arsenal again, number 4 again. He's going for goal. Who is this guy? Who's number 4 for Arsenal? Oh, it's Ben White. Ben White got the assist. That's who got the assist. I was wondering who the hell's number 4 because I've never seen him before. And that's why, because he never plays. I mean, maybe he kicks Timber out of the team. He's just got an assist on his debut in the first team for the Premier League this season. I mean, why would you bring Timber back when Ben White gets you an assist straight out the gate? I'm just making that up, folks. All right, where are we? There we go. All right, let's update the score. 1. 1. 1. Any chance of a Mateta goal? That'd be nice. Reward my patience in the man, actually. And Thiago's on currently none. Mukiele is going to be on 1. Vandenberg is on 1. I can't believe Collins has been benched, by the way. That's actually, I did not realise that when I did it, but that's actually bizarre. I did not expect him to get benched one bit. It just seems bizarre that he's been benched. Right. A Palace concede, I'm a cry. Maybe a cheeky 5-4 again. Gee, so many benchings, I know. It's mad. I'm going to see how many people have been affected in a second, but it looks like the majority of people at least got 1 to 2. 66% have had benchings. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Goal and FPL Tom Prow and those early viewers, that's for sure. That is good. Does Virgil start for Liverpool? Yes, he does. Liverpool, I think, have got an unchanged lineup, folks, for their game that kicks off in about 25 minutes. Getting Ed Carl bench jam for Neto. Nice. Isn't Collins captain? Yeah, apparently, but he's been benched. Palace back. Poor. Look poor. I mean, this is the problem. Palace is just going to be cooked. They've got so many games being played, and it's not ideal for them at all. I've actually managed to update my score here for everyone, so you can actually see that should be correct now. Let's get that on. All right, and we're up and running now. I've got everything that I wanted to watch ready to go. All right, so let's get a few more games open here so I can actually see what's going on. All right, so we're going to get open the Crystal Palace versus Burnley game. I want to watch that. So I won't watch that one. I'm going to mute that sound, though, so I don't have to listen to it. All right, let's see how good Crystal Palace and that actually are. I reckon they're going to look poor. So I'm very keen to watch how they're playing because I do have Munoz in my transfer plans to get rid of. So that is definitely something I will be looking at. What other game do we want to watch here? We want to watch Brighton versus Aston Villa. We'll watch that till the other ones come on as well. That will do. All right, let's get that one there. All right, now what we want to do is move that to a new window. All right, let's make that like that. No. Yep. All right, brilliant. There we go. All right, folks, we've got 3 games on at once. We've got Arsenal versus Brentford, Burnley versus Palace, Brighton versus Aston Villa. I have not got the Wolves versus Nottingham Forest game up. So that's going to be problematic if something happens in that game because I'm not going to see it direct. And why is Thiago out? I'd say he's probably just been rested because he did leave the game on the weekend with crutches. So that would be my guess for that one. Imagine if Fernandes is out injured. I would be loving life. I would be loving life. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry, Kevy. I've definitely had sleep, mate. I was in bed by 7 o'clock this evening, and I've had almost 8 hours sleep. It's 3:50 in the morning now. So I've actually had my sleep. I've just changed my sleeping pattern. So I'm feeling good. Feeling good. We need likes, chat. Good chance. Like the yeah, please like the stream. That'd be much appreciated. King Milinkovic booked. That's disappointing. Muscle injury precaution, I would say. Yeah, I know. I think that Thiago should be fine for the weekend. If Cartel get bench jammed because of Fernandes, I'll be doing some more FPL unsubscribing. I don't think they will, to be honest. I feel like most of them don't have a very good bench this week. I feel like most of them have like Anderson at first bench who got 0 points. So I'd be shocked if they got decent scores off their bench this week. Unless they've got like a Leeds defender and Leeds keep a clean sheet later. But other than that, I don't think that's realistically that possible. I also think that Timber comes on for a 1-pointer at some point. But Saka might get the whole night off if they're still 1-0 up. I don't think that they'd bother risking him, to be honest. Danny Welbeck's already warming up here because Brighton have got an injury. So Danny Welbeck's currently warming up. I don't know if that means he's going to be coming on. Some people might be getting about to be getting a little bit lucky because he could be coming early on. There's definitely some sort of a knee-looking issue here for, I think, the Brighton striker. So that's something to keep an eye on. Wolves, I've got this game on in the wrong spot. I need to adjust this somehow. Hold on, let me think about it. I know how to do this. This is what I'll do. No. Ah, there we go. Now I can actually see, okay, what I've done there. Aha. Ah, yes, I've done it. I've done it well. Now I can see a full score. All right, brilliant. That freaked me out there for a second, but we're good. We're up and running. Somehow I'm going to get 4 games going at once here at some point. Thankfully, I've got enough screen real estate to, I think, do it. I don't know if I've got the attention span to do it, but I'm going to give it a go. Why bring on Timber if Ben White is not going to start every game? Yeah, it's not Minte. Yep. Be one of the Greek lads. No, I don't know. It's not Minte. It's one of the blokes that it's definitely one of the 4. I think it's the bloke that started up forward. I think it might be Tomiskas that's got the knee looking injury. I think there might be a change here as well because it doesn't look overly promising. It does look like Danny Welbeck is getting stripped and ready to go. Or someone's getting stripped and ready to go, and it looks like Danny Welbeck's in conversation. I have Juve coming on for Timber if he stays on the bench. 12:50 a.m. for me. I mean, 12:50 a.m. That is dedication. That because this at midweek, if this game was at 12:50, I would not be watching it. But at 3 o'clock, it's actually not too bad because like I go to the gym anyway at 5 o'clock, so I'm literally just waking up 2 hours early to cover the football. Then I'm going to go straight to the gym like I did yesterday, and it worked out quite well. Yesterday was very tiring. It was the deadline stream more than anything that actually killed my sleep because that is on an hour and a half before the football. And that was at the time like we're talking about here. Yes, and Danny Welbeck is going to be... No, he's not. Danny Welbeck's not coming on. It's Tomiskas going off, but it's Hinselwood coming on. So Danny Welbeck is not coming on in that game. Well, he looked like I thought he was warming up. I thought he was. Ben White again, getting into very dangerous positions down here on the right-hand side for Arsenal, but not quite getting the biscuit there. FYI, I've now got a new phone. I've got the Google Pixel 10. Because my Google Pixel 9 had the dreaded screen of death in the middle where it just cracked open on me. Holy hell, yesterday's video did well. Thank you everyone that's watched that. 1.8k of you have already watched it. Thank you. That makes it feel good. Obviously it was half decent. The Kuiper starts again. I know the Kuiper could be an option. He could be an option. I mean, he scored obviously in the last game. Rogers is complaining about something here in the Aston Villa versus Brighton game. Kuiper playing left wing. Gyökeres should just stay on the bench at this point. Yeah, exactly. He should. He should. Actually, I've just realised I never bothered to share this. Let's quickly get onto that. FPL D-Unit. All right. Where are we at? Let's share that to here. All right, Brighton have got a free kick here on the edge of the box against Aston Villa. Maybe De Kuiper's going to take another shot, folks, and get a second goal in 2 games. Imagine if he does that. Everyone will start bringing him back in. Like, literally, everyone will start bringing him back in. It'll be hilarious. All right, let's quickly share that one now. Madueke trying to get through there, but I believe he is offside, and he is. Covering 6 games. What do you in collaboration with? My brain's not working quite quick enough for my usual ability to type and talk at the same time. All right, I think we've done that. All right, brilliant. I need to put this on charge because my phone is actually going to die. All right, like the video. I'm not happy. De Kuiper nearly scored. Yes, he did. Not quite. Slightly over the bar. I feel like he takes the Hit Boys, would be great with a D-Unit. Wonder where they weren't enjoyed their streams. I like it. I like it. Yorker should stay on the bench at the point. Marino is definitely the man. I mean, Havertz has got to come back as well, and we all know that a tenor loves Havertz. Welbeck is not on. I can tell you that much. He's definitely not on. Arsenal into the box again. Ben White pulls it back to, I think, Martinelli, and Martinelli skies it over the bar there. I wonder if there'll be a goal in that Wolves-Forest game. I'm really intrigued to know whether Nottingham Forest can break down that Wolves team or if Wolves can actually score a goal. Because they were desperately unlucky against Aston Villa on the weekend. Crystal Palace of a corner here. It's so weird seeing Crystal Palace in that yellow kit. It just looks disgusting. Are there any Crystal Palace fans in the chat? Let me know, because I don't like that yellow kit. It's going to be interesting to see how many goals there are tonight as well. I'm going to put that in the chat now. I'm going to add in that poll. Looks like the majority of people have been affected by 1 to 2 people have been benched. Villa win. Yeah, that will be interesting to see if they can come from behind there. I completely forgot to put bets on in these games, so I need to put one on in 15 minutes for the Leeds, Chelsea, and the Liverpool, Sunderland games. We're going to sit there and try and put one together there. So 1 to 2 affected 65%, 21% with 3 to 4, none, 11%, and 5 plus 3%. That's crazy. Imagine having 5 plus benchings in this game week already. That would be rubbish. Oh, it's a goal. Brighton have scored. It's 2-0 to Brighton. Aston Villa's defence is in the bin. And it's Hinselwood, I'm pretty sure, who's just come off the bench who scored. I mean, what is going on there? Aston Villa having a bit of a mare, and Brighton have taken a 2-0 lead in that game. I'm just going to sit there and see who got the assist. But it is 2-0 to the Brighton. And it's a great touch on from whoever the hell that was. I actually have no idea who that was. He just sort of passes it into the net. That was such an easy goal. Such an easy goal there for Brighton. It's just, I see what's happened. I think it's actually not. I think it's an own goal. Yeah, it is. It's an own goal for Pau Torres, and it's a Hinselwood assist. He's actually gone to cut the ball back across the box, and he's just passed it into the net accidentally. I mean, that's very unfortunate, but it is 2-0 to the Brighton. And, yeah, there we go. That's our 3rd goal of the live watch-along. The Seagulls getting the job done early doors there. And, yeah, I mean, it's not looking good there for Aston Villa. 2-0 behind already. I mean, they're going to need an Emery masterclass in the second half here to pull this game back. But, yeah, it's not looking overly fabulous there at the moment. Crazy. 3 goals already. 3 goals already. Good thing this isn't the weekend. We'd be in trouble. That'd be a shot already. All right, let's update that in a second. All right, there we go. Let's update this. None of my players have done anything yet in this game, so that's disappointing. And we'll update that. There we go. It's 2-0 to the Brighton now. All right, we're about 15 minutes away. I need to get my phone out. Where's my bets? Where's me bets, folks? All right, let's see if we can sit there and get this off. Turn that off. Let's get that in here. All right, what are we thinking for Leeds versus Chelsea and Liverpool versus Sunderland? Give me something to bet on in the chat. Let me know what you guys think might be the scores, or who you think might be involved in getting the goals. Please let me know, because I'm intrigued to know what you lot think. Enable pin, yes. Save and continue. That'll be 1414. All right. Arsenal have got a corner here. Matt Wakey's clapping the crowd. I mean, ironically, Brentford have had more corners in this game so far. Brentford have had 4 corners to 2, which is very unusual for Set Piece FC. Normally it is the other way around. But it is, alas, at the moment it's that way. All right, let's have a look. What do we got? BTS in both games. 2-1 to Liverpool, 2-0 to Chelsea. Virgil van Dijk own goal and red card. I love it. 2-4 to Villa. Brobby will score, I think. I like it. Brobby to score. I like that. Estevao is starting, so guaranteed he'll have shots. Give away 1 foul, and Chelsea will score over 1.5. I like that, Luke. That's a pretty good looking bet, I reckon. Where are we at? All right, where's the games? Let's have a look. And if if that doesn't come in, Luke can give me some good graphics to use for Friday. All right, Liverpool versus Sunderland. Wow, Liverpool only $1.30 to win. The betting market's correcting. I mean, I quite like Sunderland at $9. I couldn't do it, could I? Could I bet on Sunderland win? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 2 bets on that game. I'm going to do one ridiculous bet and one that I think might actually come in. All right, so Chelsea versus, let's go here, same game multi. And we're going to go Chelsea for the win. I think Chelsea will win. I reckon there'll be over 2.5 goals, Luke. Let me know. Score over 1.5. Okay. Not 2.5. Okay, 1.5. Pino to score assists. A Bosley banger incoming. It's called soccer. Please, it's called football. Slot red card when Liverpool lose 5-2. Gakpo and his hack to combine again with the goals. Probably. Sunderland win or draws. Yeah, Sunderland draws. The draw is paying 5. The win for Sunderland is paying $9. I'm surprised it's that high. I can't believe Liverpool only $1.30. I know that they don't trust Sunderland away from home, and Sunderland away from home are nowhere near as good as Sunderland at home. And the lineup is very defensive, but there's a VAR check here in the Brighton versus Aston Villa game, and I think this will be a penalty for Aston Villa, folks. This looks like it should be a penalty for Aston Villa. He's definitely clipped, I think it's Balib's definitely clipped someone in the box. The referee is not going to the monitor. I don't know how that's not a penalty. He definitely hits his foot. I'm not sure how that's not a penalty. But apparently it's not. Interesting. Very interesting. And it's gone out for a corner, and Aston Villa make absolutely nothing of that. All right, quickly back to the betting. What are we on about here? All right, so total corners. Okay, player to have 1 or more fouls. Luke said Estevao, 1 or more fouls. We'll back him in. Estevao to have 1 or more fouls. Are you sure about this? Oh yeah, he's actually not paying too bad for that. Old mate Enzo loves a foul as well, so we'll go. And Santos definitely loves a foul. All right, let's go to goalkeeper markets. Leeds keeper to make a save, probably. Actually, to have. Hold on, where's the shot? Shots. DCL unit to have a shot on target. That's got to be a lock. He might not score, but that's got to be a lock. That has to be a lock. We'll go with that. Goalkeeper markets, where are we at? All right, goalkeeper markets. Goalkeeper to make 1 or more saves. Yep, Chelsea will definitely make 1 or more saves. Leeds will definitely make 2. Corner. We're going to go over 6.5. I think that's pretty fair. 7 quarters. That should be pretty good. Burnley versus Crystal Palace, almost nothing of note has happened in that game. I've watched it, and I don't even know if anyone's done any attacking. It literally just feels like the ball's been in the centre of the field the entire time. So, at the moment, the Crystal Palace clean sheet is looking pretty good. The fact that Sarr's not playing makes you kind of think there might not be any goals for Crystal Palace in that game. This could be the time to just bail out of Mateta, to be honest, because I say that now Crystal Palace are on the break. Can he get there? No, he can't. Burnley cut that off. That game could really be, I would not be surprised if that game actually finishes 0-0. It could be a bonanza of points for people coming off the bench. We'll have to wait and see. All right, what was I doing here? And, to score or assist. Where am I? To score or assist. I'm going to back in Luke's judgment. We're going to go Estevao for that. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's add that one in. See if that works. If that comes in, Luke, big shout out to you. All right. Oh, Madueke with a chance in the back stick here for Arsenal, and he's put it wide. I mean, that was a really good chance. He was coming alive late. He just didn't get the ball back across the box, and he's put it wide. It's not missed by much. It was a great opening. I mean, Arsenal have been playing pretty well in this game. It would have been a Declan Rice assist. Madueke, how hard is it when my boy's in there? And Aston Villa have a goal back. It's Ollie Watkins, a week late after the 1 week punt, who has got a goal back here for Aston Villa as well. This is the game of all the goals. It's now 2-1. Ollie Watkins scores. I'll bring you the assist in a second, but I've just seen him score. And it is I think it's a Matson assist. It is. It's a Matson assist and an Ollie Watkins tap-in. He's done well to get there in front of the Brighton defender, to be honest. I mean, he's put his body in the line of hurt, but he's got the biscuits. It's 2-1 there. Ollie Watkins breathing some life into the Villa performance. And there's another goal. There's a goal in the Wolves versus Nottingham Forest game, the only game I'm not currently watching. There is a goal there as well. We will wait for the goal rush to take us there. But there is a goal in the Wolves Forest game as well. It's all kicking off here. There's goals galore happening. The only game now without a goal is the Burnley versus Crystal Palace game, which, to be honest, has not looked like having a goal at all. Oh, Arsenal, Madueke, almost not quite. Palace on the break. And there'll be a corner for Palace. All right, we're still waiting to bring you the goal from Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. We don't know who that is. The ball's just gone out of play. Surely we're going to have a look at it now. Apparently not. We're still waiting. That's disappointing. But it is 2-1 in the Aston Villa Brighton game. So that is good for anyone that's an Aston Villa fan. You guys are showing some signs of life. And we're just waiting to see what the Wolves-Nottingham Forest game is. We're still watching Arteta go like this on the sideline. Why are we watching that when we could be watching the Wolves versus Nottingham Forest goal? But apparently it could be an Igor Jesus goal. Oh, no, it's a VAR check. Maybe that's why we haven't gone there yet, folks. Maybe that's why we haven't gone there yet, because it is under a VAR check. And Palace and Burnley, the goalkeeper for Burnley, Dubravka, is down injured. And Mateta, I think it's a Mateta foul. I mean, I'm not sure why Dubravka's gone down. He's just tried to push Mateta and he's run into Mateta's arm. I mean, what's he doing on the floor? Get up. Yes, I was very close to a Brentford goal, but not quite. All right, we're still waiting. It's still a VAR check going on in that game, which is why they haven't showed me the goal yet. Of course, the one game I'm not watching, and I'm waiting for a VAR check. Of course I am. Hutchinson assist, by the way, with the spam. We're here for D-Unit's goal rush. No, you'll stop spamming down before I mute you. How has Gibbs White looked? My Mrs. Captain Mateta. I've to be honest with you, it's the only game I'm not watching, folks. It's the only game I'm not watching is that game. So I apologise. It's the only game I'm not watching. All right, we've got the Chelsea versus Leeds bet on. Let's have a look at that Liverpool game. I think I'm going to bet on Sunderland. $9 just feels a bit too good. And I don't think Liverpool are in form. I just think they got lucky on the weekend. They came up against a West Ham team that were god awful. I don't think they're going to get this lucky again. Actually, you know what we need to do? Where's the double chance? There we go. Let's go that. Actually, no. Back it in. Back the Sunderland win. Just for the jokes. I don't know why I'm betting on that. It's the definition of throwing money away, folks. Don't do it. I've just got firm belief in my boys Sunderland. There's still a VAR check ongoing in that game. So Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. That is a very long VAR check. I'm assuming it is a goal, though, because normally it would have gone off. All right, here we go. We're about to see it. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. Is it a goal? What are we watching? There's a lot of wrestling going on. I think they were just checking the foul, but it is a goal. It's an Igor Jesus goal, and Nottingham Forest are 1-0 up here, and Arsenal have a defensive injury. It looks like Mosquera is down holding his knee. Oh, they're still checking VAR. It's still a VAR check. What is the referee going to give? He's looking at the monitor. We sit here with bated breath while Arsenal's got a defender down injured to see if it's going to be given. Is it going to be 1-0? Is it going to be disallowed? The referee is been sitting here looking at the monitor for what feels like 5 minutes. And he's still looking. What is he looking at? He's given his decision now, and I think it is. It's no goal. It's no goal. It's Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. That remains a 0-0. A lengthy check, and it looks like Arsenal might be forced into a change here, and it's Jurrien Timber coming on. So anyone that's got Jurrien Timber, unfortunately, he can't get the clean sheet points or the second appearance of points because he's coming on in the 43rd minute. So you're really relying on Timber getting an attacking return now in order for him to get points. That's very unfortunate. So it is going to be Mosquera off. Jurrien Timber is on in the 43rd minute. So that's not ideal for a lot of people, I would suggest. That's definitely not ideal for a lot of people. We're going to update that score now because it took a long time to do. But, yeah. There we are. Double chance, not bad. Gamble, yeah, exactly. I'm not encouraging anyone to do that, by the way. Watching Cry versus Bird. I'll keep you updated. Very nice. Captain Tim by accident. Oh, no. Yeah, so, yeah, Timber is now officially on the field. Can he get an assist? I mean, the problem is, it looks like Jurrien Timber is playing centre back. So he's not even going to be doing the attacking down the right back spot. So unless he gets a goal off a corner, it's not looking good for Timber getting any points for you except one. And he's at risk really of getting in 0 because there is a strong chance that at centre back he might get caught out of position and give away a card and end up with a 0-pointer. So that's frustrating for a lot of people, I would imagine. Timber get an assist, it's fine, he'll get a hat-trick. Timber will do a Bruno G and get a goal coming on. I like it. I love the optimism. Why is Saka benched? I don't know. This is the problem. I did say this about Arsenal assets, which is why I only really like Rice. They've got so much rotation in that team. They've got so many players. They all need time. Like Matt Wakey's been a couple of games back off the bench. Same with Martinelli. Same with Odegaard. Oh, Palace has scored. It's a Daniel Munoz goal, I think. It is. Daniel Munoz has scored for Crystal Palace. And that is brilliant. The D-Unit with another 15-pointer incoming there. Daniel Munoz has snuck down the back of the right spot. This is the week where the D-Unit's team has liftoff and Munoz has scored. That's brilliant. How good does that feel? Daniel Munoz creeping into the back post with a great goal there, and it looks like he could have hurt his hand in the process. What is going on? Oh, let me have a look. What's happened here? All right, so it's a ball in from, I think it's Mark Gay. He's onside. He's definitely onside. It's a Mark Gay assist and a Daniel Munoz goal. A Daniel Munoz headed goal. It's a Mark Gay assist. If you've got Mark Gay and Daniel Munoz in your team, that was the goal of biblical rank rising. You get the assist and the goal from your two defenders. That was some headed goal from Daniel Munoz. That is a fantastic finish. A great finish. And the D-Unit getting some more points on Wednesday night watch along. That is what the doctor ordered, folks. Daniel Munoz delivering the goods. Well worth the £6 million investment. I mean, he's just so good, isn't he? So good. Daniel Munoz with the goal. That's exactly what we like to see. Exactly what I like to see. 1-0 to the Palace. I mean, Mateta getting a goal would be nice. That would be very nice, obviously, in the second half. But we'll take the 1-0 because it's a Daniel Munoz goal. And the D-Unit getting a few more points on his team. He's now up to 7, old Daniel Munoz. That's very good. That's up to 50 now, -4. It's looking very good. Decent week. That's exactly what we needed. I mean, if midweek football keeps on going on like this, I'm here for it. Christmas, New Year's, all of it, midweek games, if they equal lots of points for my team, this is how I come back, folks. This is how I crawl in the masses. And it starts here. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, let's update that score. Let's update that. All right, so it is 1-0 down to the Palace. Very good news. Especially when it's a Daniel Munoz goal. Let's update that. There we go, up to 50 -4 now. That's looking even better. All right, all the games are now into injury time in the first half here, and Leeds versus Chelsea has kicked off, and Liverpool versus Sunderland has kicked off now officially as well. So we're about to go to halftime, and I'm going to get these other two games on very shortly. In fact, I'm going to try and do that now while I'm looking at it. Let's go here. We're going to get on the Liverpool game just for the hate watch along. I'm kidding, obviously. Not really. All right, let's get that one on. All right, and we're going to move that tab to new window. Excellent. All right, we've got 4 games on now. We've got Liverpool versus Sunderland on. It's now halftime in Arsenal versus Brentford. That's halftime. We're still waiting for halftime in Brighton versus Villa and Burnley versus Crystal Palace. And we're now watching the Liverpool versus Sunderland game. I'm going to sit there and try and get the Leeds one up. I don't know quite how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to give it a shot. That is the plan. And I'm going to see if I can watch all 5 games at once. I've got no interest in the Nottingham Forest Wolves game, as I said before, so I'm not going to bother watching that one. So unfortunately, if you're one of those fans, I do apologise, but just not going to happen. I'll move that to new window. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, I need to go. Yep. Aha, we've got it. All right, we've got them all live. We've got Leeds versus Sunderland. Sorry, Leeds versus Chelsea, Liverpool versus Sunderland, and every other game is currently 0-0, folks. Oh, sorry, not nil. It's half-time. What am I about? There's too much going on. Aston Villa almost equalised there at the half-time buzzer as well. Ollie Watkins with a great chance. He's just put it over the bar, and I think that will see them almost through to the end of the first half there. We're looking at DCL Unit now. He's looking like a good man. Enzo Fernandez is getting fired up because DCL Unit is in the box. Esteval clean sheet goal. Let's go. Munoz 1 point. My free hit. Scores the next week. Love to see it. I know, how annoying is that? Hayden Liverpool is healthy. Come on, Gakpo needs some points. If you get Foden's captain points, you're going to be... Oh, no. Well, you are definitely back. The luck's coming in. It's about bloody time the luck starts turning around. I feel like it has deserted me for most of this season. But I did say all we start needing is some defensive scores and my captains to start coming in. And if Bruno Fernandes doesn't show up, the captain's coming in. I wonder if Thiago will come on in the second half. That's the key question, really. All right, it's another Leeds corner here. Some early pressure here from Leeds. Liverpool playing it out of the back. I'm going to send a photo. Anyone that's not in the WhatsApp chat, this is currently my setup. In case you're wondering how I'm watching all these games. This is what we currently look like. Have a look at this. That's what the live watch along setup looks like. Oh, Leeds have scored! There's a goal for Leeds. Leeds have taken the lead, and it's I don't know who scored, but it's a Leeds goal, and it's a big looking bloke. I don't know how to describe him. It's a Bogle goal. It's a Bogle goal for Leeds. It's Leeds 1-0. Who would have thought that? Where's Luke in the chat? Everyone let Luke know Leeds are behind. It's a great ball in, a great corner. It's a great header. Sanchez can't do anything to keep it out. And it's 1-0 to the Leeds. I mean, that's why I didn't bring back Chalobah, folks. That's why I didn't bring back Chalobah. Yeah, it's 1-0 to the Leeds. I did not see that one coming. Did not see it. Leeds have started super well here. Chelsea off to a horrible start. 1-0 to Leeds. Well, that's not what we saw coming. I definitely didn't see that one coming. Especially with the fact that Chelsea's back four is not actually that bad. But yeah. Big looking bloke. I mean, he's a big looking bloke. What can I say? I don't really know the Leeds players too well, except DCL unit. Oh my God. And I think, oh no, Aston Villa have equalised. Ollie Watkins with a brace. Where has this been? Where has this been? This literally on the stroke of half time, Aston Villa have equalised. It's 2-2 there in that game, and it's another goal. Another goal on the live watch along. Unbelievable scenes. I mean, it's a great ball over the top. I didn't catch who put it over the top, and Ollie Watkins has put it away. Where has this performance been? It's a Matson assist for anyone that owns him, and no one owns Matson probably. And he has put it on a platter, and Ollie Watkins, doing what he used to do for fun, has got a brace. And he's on track for a 13-pointer. The scenes. Ollie Watkins, is he back on the menu, folks? That's why he's still on the watch list. Oh, Jesus. I did not expect that. Did not expect that. I mean, that game has been entertaining. I mean, I've just brought in Bart Simpson, and I'm watching him concede 2 goals. Kind of concerned about that transfer already. It looks like Bart Simpson's come back to playing goal. That's what it looks like. Oh, they're checking VAR. What are they? Oh, hold on. It might not be a goal. What are we checking? No, it is a goal. It's definitely a goal. What was VAR checking there? That didn't look like there was anything wrong with that goal. Sometimes you've literally got to wonder, oh, it's a shot here from Sabozai from well out, but pretty safe there for Roofs in goal. Far out. 2-2 at half-time. Mad. I still can't believe Leeds are 1-0 up against Chelsea. I'm already thinking that Luke's idea of bet is in the bin. But thankfully I put over 2.5 goals, so that means Chelsea, if they win, will actually cover it because they'll need to score twice to win. So if it doesn't come in, we all know who we're blaming. We're blaming Luke. The good news, I only put $1 on it, which is bugger all. Did I not say in about 30 minutes back? You did? You did? Yes, you definitely did. His fixture was never going to be straightforward for Chelsea at Leeds. Yes, it does. Yesterday was so good. Today, horrible right now. I'm just sitting here like looking at it at the moment. The only teams that are keeping clean sheets at the moment, obviously Liverpool, Sunderland, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, Leeds, Arsenal, and Palace. Double Palace defence, man. Maybe that was the key. Maybe I should have. I was really weighing up whether to go for Lacroix instead of Malik Jow. I just thought, from what I saw on Sunday, that Palace are literally going to fall in a heap at some point pretty soon. And I just figured that's an extra transfer I'm going to have to use because I've obviously already got Daniel Munoz. But, yeah, it looks like at the moment that's what it is. I'm going to try and bring you some of these DC updates while we're pissing around here. So let's have a look here. All right, so let's go through some of these stupid numbers that people love. Currently in the bonus point system in the Brentford versus Arsenal game, it's Marino with 3, White with 2, and Odegaard and Hincapié sharing 1. Defensive contributions, it's White, Odegaard, Marino with 5, Madueke and Hincapié with 4, Pinnock with 9, Dango with 6, Janelt with 5, Coyote and Vandenberg, and Jensen and Yalmalik with 4. Brighton versus Aston Villa. In that game, it is Watkins with 3 bonus, Rogers and Weefel with 2 each, and Guisend would be next in line with 1. Defensive contributions, it's Weefel with 9, Baliba with 7, Gruder and Gomez with 5, Minte with 4. For Aston Villa, it's Onana with 8, Matson with 5, Powell, Rogers with 4. Burnley versus Crystal Palace. That's weird. Apparently, Gahey's on 3 bonus and Munoz is with 2, even though Munoz scored. That doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense, but it is what it is. And it's Ed Cow with 1. Defensive contributions, it's Ed Cow already with 10, who's already got it. Cullum with 9, Estev with 8, Florentino with 7, Walker 4, Anthony 4, Foster 4. For Crystal Palace, it's Lacroix with 7, Richards with 6, Lerma with 6, Gahey with 5, Wharton 5, Munoz 4, Kamada, Mateta, Jeremy with 3. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. It is Anderson with 3 bonus points at the moment. Toddy with 2 and Gomez and Gibbs White sharing 1 each. Defensive contributions, it's Andre with 8, Gomez with 6, Arias with 6, Bellegarde 5, Mosquera 4, Wolf 4, Chekwacha 4. For Nottingham Forest, it's Anderson, no surprise here, with 6, Jesus with 5, Sengar with 4, Gibbs White with 3. Leeds versus Chelsea. I'm not going to bother covering those games because of the fact that they are literally only just started. So, yeah, at the moment, that's what those 4 games at halftime are looking like. Anderson on track for defensive contribution and 3 bonus points and a 0-0 draw. That's just ridiculous. Madness. Oh, Rogers' assist. Was it a Rogers' assist? Really? Oh, yeah, it was. That must have been the first goal. I thought it was a Matson assist. That's how much I can't... Yeah, that's weird. I did not see Rogers assist either of those goals. I swear he did not assist either of them. He must have got his foot in there. So I do not know how Rogers has assisted a goal. But well done if he has. Well, he obviously has because they've given him an assist. So what am I on about? We did that Palace clean sheet today. Yes, we do. I got Richards and Munoz. Get off him from Walkers when I punted on him in the free hit last week. Likely to go on a run. Yeah, exactly. There is a Rogers assist. There goes my double Chelsea clean sheet. This is why I hate double defense. I feel like I understand the reasoning behind stacking, and sometimes it works, right? You can have especially on a free hit, sometimes you can get like a triple defense. Like a lot of people had triple Villa defense last week and it came in. But like there's over a 50% chance that it doesn't come in, and all of a sudden you got 3 blanks in your team. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I think about that. And yeah, it's a weird one. I've been burnt by double defense all season long, so I'm just so over it. I'd rather bet on 4 different games rather than 1. I feel like that's where I'm at with the double defense and stuff. I have Lacroix Munoz, been brilliant. I feel like the Palace double defense has been the best by a mile. Still got my wild card. I will not be going near Watkins Fair. I swear Lacroix Munoz have got me. I know they've been so good, those 2 players. We've got so much DEFCON, but he's a midfielder in the game, yeah. The Palace, the double defense 2 weeks ago was huge. It was. How can I have Gay on 3 bonus? No idea when he hasn't scored the goal. Maybe they'll change in the second half. Having my season has been horrible until the last 2 game weeks, 67 and 76. Went from 3.4 to 550k. I know. All you need is a couple of good weeks, and all of a sudden you're back. 100%. Go to watch the Chelsea game, D. Don't doubt the Akai. Let's go. I hate double defense. Harsh. I would only stack Arsenal, only double Arsenal. Then when they always got a good run of fixtures, I'm down to 160k from 50. So the problem I've got with Arsenal is that what we've seen today, when we get the midweek games, there's probably going to be benchings. Whereas Crystal Palace, on the other hand, just seem to play the same defense every single game. I will admit, I'm actually a little shocked that Richards is starting. But that's good news for his owners, 100%. So that's definitely good. Oh, Leeds almost with a second, folks, off another corner. Chelsea at 6s and 7s at the back here. I don't know what they're doing, but the defending on these corners has been very lax. And they can consider themselves very lucky they're not 2-0 down. Another free header there off a corner. I don't know who was meant to be picking him up, but Strike should really have done better there with what was a free header. I have a feeling Munoz scores 2 today. I mean, if he scores 2, that would be biblical. I think a lot of people actually thought about captaining him. Again, I just don't think I could have. I looked at him. I was so close to a Foden captaincy this week. I just felt like I wanted to give my team another chance in the last game of the game week to deliver for me after they made a meal of it the first time. And I felt like after I watched West Ham on Sunday against Liverpool, I just thought that it made a lot of sense to do it because West Ham were rubbish. They were unbelievably poor at home, and I just can't see them being any better. So I think that's realistically why I ended up going there. And I just feel like Bruno Fernandes, I know he got 11 points on the weekend, but I really believe there is a monster haul incoming for him very, very shortly. Like, I really feel like there's a monster haul just around the corner in relation to him. My league rival, Captain Munoz. Hope Palace don't fall apart in the second half. That's the key. That is the key. I mean, like, will they... But the thing is like, they're playing Burnley. Like, and we saw on the weekend, the only way Burnley actually scored against Brentford is because old mate just ran across Coyote when he was going to clear the ball. And because Coyote doesn't see him, he kicks him. It's completely accidental. There was no way that was, realistically going to be happening. FYI, I'm going to try and get the 6th game up so I can actually watch all 6 games at once. Let's see if I can pull this off for the second half. I reckon I can do it. I reckon I can get all of the games on at once. Let's have a look. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. Here we go, folks. All right, let's move tab to new window. Let's see how good I can do this. All right, we've got them all up, folks. We've got all 6 games up. I don't know how I'm going to keep on hold of all of them, but we're going to give it a bloody good go. All right, where's the Wolves on? There we go. All right, here we go. Let's do it. All right, every other game is starting to get back underway. Arsenal versus Brentford is about to kick off. That game is about to go live. We are up and about. All games are now going. So we're 18 minutes into the Liverpool Sunderland games and the Leeds versus Chelsea games. And we're good to go. We are good to go. All right, all 6 are now live. What are we going to get in the second half? Munoz might just be a hold for the season. I would agree. He's just going to be so good. I mean, he's literally a right winger playing at right back. Or in defence. So it makes a lot of sense. Burnley are making a halftime sub here as well. They are bringing on... Number 17 is coming off and number 7 is coming on. If there's any Burnley fans in the house, let me know who that is. Actually not sure who that is. It's a bloke that's playing up front, but I've got no idea. It might be Broja. Is that Broja, number 7? I'm not sure. But they are making a sub there. Arsenal versus Brentford has kicked off for the second half. So that game is definitely up and running. The other games are still getting ready to go. Crystal Palace and Burnley is literally about to kick off now. And that game is underway. Aston Villa versus Brighton still got a little bit of time before that game gets underway in the second half. But it shouldn't hopefully be too long. Which one of the Chelsea players is going to get a red card this time? That is a good question. At game week 18, I expect to be top 100k with my triple captainship. Very nice. I mean, you've just got to have some luck with a triple captainship. I mean, I played it against Leeds and I thought that was a surefire thing. And how wrong was I? So I hope when you play your chips, you get more luck than I have. Because I might as well have had no chips this year because I've made absolutely no progress of either of them. Any of them, really. I'm just hoping my free hit bangs. And my free hit bangs, I'll feel slightly better. But knowing my luck, I'll play the free hit and my old team will outscore the team I pick. All right, every other game is now live except Aston Villa versus Brighton. Brighton versus Aston Villa. That game is still going. That had the longest amount of injury time. But every other game is back live. Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Burnley versus Palace. They're all live. We're all back into the second halves here. Surely Thiago comes on at 70-75 to pressure for a late goal. You would think so. Wolves are terrible, by the way. Silent stadium, wrong passes. Nottingham Forest, aren't great either. Yeah, I know. Nottingham Forest, yeah, I don't know what to think of them. Like, I feel like they're on the improve, but I'm not convinced that they are yet, completely. Munoz and Morton to Man United, that would be very nice. I'd love Munoz at Man United. I mean, that's the kind of right wing back we actually need. And then you could get Ahmad back in the 10 then, but I don't know. I just know that Munoz plays the position really well, and we're missing a trick. We need to actually get someone that plays the right wing back and the left wing back roles really, really well. That's what we actually need. All right, Vert's on the top of the box. I'm trying, literally, it's so hard to keep across all 6 games here at once. All right, Wolves into the box here. Wolves with the cutback. No, that's not going anywhere. You can't say knowing my luck anymore after you've had to. I know. The luck is... Well, I need the captaincy luck. That's all I need, Avi. I need the captaincy luck to start coming in. When the captaincy luck starts coming in, we know I'm officially really 100% back. That's how we know. And if Bruno doesn't show up tomorrow, we know I'm back. Or if he shows up tomorrow and I bang, we also know I'm back. Oh, Versa scored! Oh, no, he's not. My bad. I thought he'd scored. I thought he'd actually done it. I thought he'd broken the double streak. I mean, he closed it down so well here. And I thought he'd scored. It must have been close. He got the ball. It somehow goes over the top. He gets the foot, and it just goes the wrong side of the post. It hit the side netting. That's why I got a little bit confused. But it is still 0-0 there. Vert's so close to breaking his duck, but not quite. It's a great save from Roofs, actually, to be fair. A very good save from Roofs. Oh, so Timber is in. Timber came on in the first half because Mosquera went off injured in the 42nd minute, which is highly frustrating because that means he won't be eligible for the clean sheet points and he won't play enough minutes to get the extra appearance point either. So that is slightly annoying for owners, I would suggest. He really needs an attacking return now. Otherwise, he literally is on a ceiling of 1 point. Wolves! Oh, they're so close. How have they missed? John Arias with the header there with a great ball in. And I do not know how Wolves have not scored in the last 2 games I've been watching. They were unlucky not to score against Aston Villa on the weekend. And this was an almighty chance to take the lead. And I don't know how they haven't. It was such a good ball in, and John Arias gets there with his head, and he just can't get it on target. It's been the story of Wolves' season, and it's another chance it's gone begging there. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. If you're logged in, just smash a like. Lots of people in the chat. We've had over way more people than that in the chat. Smash the like on the left-hand side. It only takes a second. No, they don't count stoppage time minutes, I don't believe. The Arsenal centre-back curse, I know. I called Arsenal and told them too. Very nice. Lacroix and 8DC, come on. Pon John Arias. John Arias. Hairy ass, I like that. United and Munoz and Anderson will be title. Oh, mate. I think actually... I'm hoping it's back on form as well, Supreme Leader. I actually think that if Man United's bought Anderson... then I reckon that they would be a really good... Like, the midfield needs a bloke like Anderson in it. I actually think that Anderson would make Bruno okay in midfield because that dude has been so good this season for Nottingham Forest. He's just been surrounded by a bunch of mugs at Nottingham Forest. I feel like he'd be really good at Man United. All right, Burnley breaking away down the side here, but it's well cut off by Adam Wharton. There's been a lot of talk about Man United going for both Wharton and Anderson. I mean, I feel like that kind of a midfield would be pretty damn good, wouldn't it? All right, Mateta on the hold-up play here. I mean, Mateta's... I don't know how that man's going to keep going. Oh, good chance here for Villa, but not quite. Brighton do well to keep that out. That game's also underway. So I've got 6 games now live all at once. Actually, let's pull this one over here. Aha, there we go. That's better. Now I can actually see what's going on. Actually, what have I done there? Okay, I do not know what I've done there. I've stuffed that up. Put that back over here. All right, that's better. All right, where are these other ones? Oh, Liverpool, Sunderland. Where's the Palace Burnley game? There we go. All right, got that one. Sweet. Got that one. Brighton. I've somehow stuffed up. I've moved some of these games and I can't see them anymore. Hold on. Really throw myself off here. All right, Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. Okay, let's just put that one there. All right, which game am I not watching now? I know I haven't got the Burnley bloody Crystal Palace game on. What's going on here? This is poor. All right, where is that one? There we go. All right, I know what the problem is. All right, we're good. We've got all the games up live now. That was really confusing. I did not even know what I did there. Oh, no, that's offside there in that game. Nottingham Forest now looking attackingly, but not quite. Nico Williams getting run into. I mean, that looked pretty sore, that one. This Brighton versus Aston Villa game is a really good game, by the way. It's been attacking down both ends. That game could be anything in the second half. It really could be. Also, I think we've learned today that if there's a midweek game, Danny Welbeck will not be starting the midweek game. So I think that he is literally a weekend-only man at 34 years old. So if you've got Danny Welbeck, moving forward, I would suggest that he is one of them players that will not play midweek. So during the Christmas period, if there's games in short succession, I think you can think that he's going to play one, be benched the next one, and then play the next one. That would be my guess, based off what I've seen tonight and the fact that he's still not on. Liverpool versus Sunderland, there's not been much action in that game, to be fair. All right, Nottingham Forest have got a free kick here in a very attacking position outside the box here. Oh, and it forced a great save from Johnston in goal. That was a great free kick from, I think, Nico Williams with the free kick it was. And it was a very good save. He would have seen that late as well. So Johnston does well there to preserve the Wolves clean sheet as things stand. I think Newcastle have the best midfield in the league. Everyone, I think that they do. I think Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali and Yollington, when they're all on form on their day, are just dominant. Who said men can't multitask? If Palace had a bigger squad, they would be top 4 contenders. They would be. Agreed, which is why Glasgow would inevitably leave at some point. Agreed. Does Welbeck start Sunday? I would think Welbeck definitely starts on Sunday, I would suggest. Everyone dropping Semenyo when he's probably going to play every minute. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. See, the reason why I moved him is because I actually believe that Phil Foden will play 90 minutes every game. Like, he's not missed a beat for... Like, he's literally running Man City's team this season. He's like... Phil Foden has morphed into what Kevin De Bruyne used to be for Man City, and I feel like that's why I've been hot on him. He's just been points dodging, and now he's stopped the points dodging, and now he's just hauling for fun. Good chance here for Liverpool. Not quite. It's well cleared away, and Roofs collects it on the third attempt. Adam Warden almost wins it back there, really high up the field there for Crystal Palace, but not quite. There's so much going on. It's actually really good. Every game I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, is there an attack going on? What am I missing? Ironically, when you've got 6 games on at once, it's amazing how much of the time the ball spends in the middle third of the pitch. Like just sitting there in the middle third of the pitch. But when you're watching one game, you don't notice it as much. But when you're looking at 5 and you just look up and you're like, oh, wow, that ball's just stuck in the middle. It's like it is in that game. It'll be interesting to see if Arsenal make any attacking changes in the second half. Or there's a chance here for Sunderland, but Alisson Becker claims it. Munoz to Mateta and his misses. I know. He's so good. He's so I know he's on 4 yellow cards, and realistically, he's probably going to miss a game at some point. But I think even if he misses the game, he's just a really good hold. He's just so good. Oh, Sunderland! Oh, they've hit the bar! Sunderland have hit the bar! Oh, that would have been some goal, that. Oh, that was a hit. I think Beckham might have saved it, but either way, that was an unbelievable strike. Oh, that was almost 1-0 to the Sunderland. Rice and Enzo to Sky. I would love a Rice goal. That would wrap the game up very nicely for me. It's annoying. Matt Wakey missed that chance in the first half. That would have been a Rice assist. He would have been, that was a little bit annoying. I can't believe this shot. This shot from Sunderland. I mean, this is some hit. And it's a great save. Alisson actually saved it onto the post. And how's Mateta not scored that? That would have been a huge haul for Munoz. But Mateta just can't finish it. Biscuit, man, he's so wasteful with some of the chances that he gets. It's really frustrating. All right, Anthony and Fleming are off here for Burnley. And it's Hannibal Medbury and someone else coming on. And Edwards. Edwards and Hannibal coming on. I know who Hannibal is because he used to play for Man United. Otherwise, I'd have no idea who that was. I can't believe that hasn't gone in. That is some hit in that Sunderland game. Becker with a decent save. I mean, it kind of went at right aim. If it gone either to the left or the right, it was a goal. He hit it that well. All right, Brentford are making some attacking substitutions. It looks like Thiago is about to come off the bench here, folks. I'm sure that's Thiago. It is. Thiago's coming in off the bench. It's number 7 coming off, which I think might be Dango. All right, Damsgaard's coming on as well. All right, Eze and Saka are coming on for Arsenal on the 60-minute mark. It's Kevin Schade off before 60 minutes. Kevin Schade has walked off the field at 59-58. That is highly frustrating if you're him. He went off the pitch too quick, folks. He went off the pitch too quick. The good news is the Arsenal players are going to walk off a little bit after 60 minutes. So if you're worried about them, they are going to get the extra appearance point. So yeah, Saka and Eze are both coming on here, and it's going to be Martinelli coming off at 60 minutes, 30 seconds. And it's going to be Noni Madueke as well coming off too. So there we go. Saka and Eze on for Arsenal. Thiago on for Brentford. Let's go. Let's go. People's benches is the people that everyone that had people on the bench, they're now coming on. Burnley asking for a penalty here for a handball, but that's not a handball. It's clearly hit him in the chest. All right, we've gone a full out. We've gone past the hour mark in the Burnley Crystal Palace game and the Arsenal versus Brentford game now. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest, 59 minutes in. 35 minutes in on the Liverpool, Sunderland and the Leeds, Chelsea games. And we are 2-2 and 55 minutes in on Brighton versus Aston Villa. I know it's off topic. Would you be doing a United watch? Yes, we're definitely doing it. Mate, I watch every United game live. So 100% we'll be doing it. It'll be a moan along, it'll be a watch along, whatever it is, I'll be here for it. I might be wearing the Joshua Zirkzee wig again. Who knows? Maybe that's the secret to success. I'm not sure. My head-to-head opponent has Reindeer coming on. So glad to see Thiago come on. Very nice. At least I've got 1 point from Saka. The wig is back. Yes, the wig may well be back. Oi, oi. Gary's back. All right, let's have a few more goals. All right. Corner for Nottingham Forest versus Wolves comes to nothing. Wolves are now on the break there. John Harris have a very nice run down the side. Now he's got nowhere to go. And he's just been absolutely... I mean, Anderson's going to get it booked for that. And Elliot Anderson's just been booked for what was a really stupid foul on Arias. Arias was literally about to run the ball out of play and he's just bundled him over. That was one of the most pointless yellow cards I think I've seen all season. It was up there with Paqueta's yellow card for arguing and then his second yellow card for continuously arguing on Sunday, which was by definitely the most ridiculous red card I've seen ever watching football. I've never seen a bloke get booked for a foul he didn't commit and then get booked again for arguing about a foul that he didn't commit. It was the most bizarre sending off I've ever seen. Ollie Watkins... Oh, no, it wasn't Ollie Watkins. It was Foster. I'm looking at the wrong game. I was going to say, Ollie Watkins is going for a hat-trick here. It wasn't Ollie Watkins. It was Foster for Burnley. And he's won Burnley a corner. I mean, I'm just watching... This Burnley team just don't... They just don't have quality. They don't have quality. They really are a dark green fixture in every way, shape or form. And I've said that, they've just hit the bar. Oh, my God. The Crystal Palace clean sheet was almost taken away, folks. I mean, maybe there was the curse of the commentator saying how rubbish they are, and then Burnley decide that they're going to actually show some attacking intent. And Crystal Palace are pretty lucky because the woodwork has saved them from from conceding here and making it 1-1, but it is still 1-0 there. If Arsenal and Palace get clean sheets, I'll buy you a beer, mate. I think Arsenal keep a clean sheet. I don't think Brentford are going to score. If I'm being fair about it, I could definitely see this game finishing 1-0 to Arsenal. 2-0 to Arsenal of a Declan Rice goal would be the ideal scenario. And then a Mateta goal. But I think Mateta's coming off. So Mateta is off here on the 63rd minute for Pinu. And Jeremy is off as well. And Nketiah is coming on. And Devaney is coming on. So Mateta blanks. Not going to lie, I actually thought Mateta might blank. I actually thought that this game would be really low scoring. And judging from Mateta, he needs a lot of chances in order to score. So he is off with a blank. Let's quickly update that. So he's going to finish on 2. Rice is currently on 3. Oh, there's a goal. Brighton versus Aston Villa. There is a goal, folks. And it's Aston Villa who have taken the lead. A great header there at the back from Anana. Anana goal there. And it's a great goal. A great headed goal there at the back. Fantastic stuff there. That is a goal. Aston Villa have come from 2 goals behind to take the lead. Who would have believed that? That did not look likely in the first half, but it is now officially. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. There I was trying to update my team scores. I haven't been able to do it. Oh, I can't. Okay, stuff that. I can't do it. The thing's too light. But yeah, 3-2 now to Aston Villa. That's crazy. I'm just trying to update the score here, and the screen's gone a little bit too small for me, and I don't want to blow it up because then I'm going to lose some of these games. So I'd rather watch the games and just deal with that problem later on. But yes, it is 3-2 to Aston Villa, man. That's unbelievable. They have really... I still can't believe they've come from that far behind. I've just realised that's not right either. Right, 12. All right, I think I've got the score right. There we go. Let's download that. It's very hard to actually do everything when there's 6 games going on. I'm trying to watch everything as well. That is the hardest bit of this. It's like when there's so many games on, there's so much I'm trying to watch. There we go. 3-2. The score's updated. And I think I can update my team as well. The only thing I couldn't do, because the thing is too small, I can't change Vandenberg's 1 point to 2. But I don't think that's going to make too much difference. There we go. Updated score as things stand. All right, go back to watch live. There you go. All right. What is the second half going to contain? Can Arsenal get another goal? Will they shut up shop? Will Declan Rice perform some magic? Declan Rice forces a save! Oh, that was almost him, folks. Just as I was saying, Declan Rice lines up from about 25 yards and forces Kelleher into a decent save. And Mikel Merino can't quite get there for the tap-in. Declan Rice just shifted it beautifully. It was a great shot. Leeds versus Chelsea's got a goal in it as well. So there's a goal there in that game. I don't know what's happening there. Where is the Leeds versus Chelsea game? Let's have a look. Watch live. It's another Leeds goal. What is going on here, folks? It's Leeds 2-0. Oh, no. Chelsea imploding away at Leeds. Maresca not having a good night at the office. Can Leeds come back? Can Chelsea come back? Let's have a look what's going on here. Enzo Fernandez loses the ball. I mean, that's just a good goal. Enzo Fernandez is pressed down. It's a James Justin and a Japanese bloke. Tanaka has just scored 4 Leeds to make it 2-0. Oh, unbelievable scenes there. Leeds 2-0 up. Who would have... I did not see that result coming. I feel sorry for Luke. He's led me down a garden path for that bet. Chelsea got no chance playing like this. 2-0. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm glad I don't have Chalobah anymore, folks. That was... I mean, Malik Chow is probably going to score more points. I mean, this is what I don't understand about Chelsea and Enzo Maresca. Chalobah's clearly your best centre-back, and you're playing him out of position at right-back, and you've literally conceded 2 goals through the centre of your team. Like, I feel like Chalobah would have been in the centre if he'd not piss-farted around with his team selection. I honestly think that Chelsea should be matching Arsenal for, like, the top of the league. They're just inhibited by Maresca roulette, and the dude just consistently gets it wrong. From what I see. Like, whenever Chelsea drop points, I always wonder about what he's doing with his team selection, which is normally a sign that I don't think he's got much of an idea. Oh, Liverpool go close here, but not quite. I think it was McAllister with the chance. Yes, McAllister with a header. It's hit the post, kissed the post, and gone out. Kissed the post there in that game. Cheeky Bellingham celebration, it was. It was. Chelsea just absolutely horrible without Caicedo. They are. I don't know what Chelsea are doing. Gay on 3 bonus and Munoz. I don't understand how Gay's on 3 bonus. You haven't scored the goal. Like, Munoz has literally won the game. It doesn't make much sense to me how he's not on a 15-pointer. It's not like he's been booked either. Like, if he'd been yellow carded, I'd understand it. But he's not been carded. So we need Mark Gay to get a yellow card probably. Yes, they were definitely becoming too complacent. Burnley are making another chance here. I mean, this Nottingham Forest versus Wolves game, it looks like it's destined for 0-0. So we're in the injury time now in Sunderland, Liverpool, and in the Leeds versus Chelsea game. Oh. Chance there on the edge of the box. Allison puts it out for another corner here. A late bit of pressure here from Sunderland against Liverpool in that game. Danny Welbeck is about to come on for Brighton as Brighton chase the game. It's going to be Cagladoo coming off, and Welbeck is on here for the final 24 minutes. In case there's any Welbeck owners in the house, he's now officially on the field. So a lot of the players that people do have benched are now coming into the games across the board, as most of the games are on a knife edge. There's only one goal in between all the teams in every single game, or none, except the Leeds versus Chelsea game, where Leeds are going to take a 2-0 shock halftime lead in against Chelsea, which is probably going to ease the pressure on Daniel Farke. Is that how you say his name? Daniel Farke, or is it Daniel Farke? I don't know. One of the two. Great Leeds finish. Gahey got the assist, I know, but you would think the Munoz goal would get it. Danny Darius looking hot. All right, let's keep it going. Will the clean sheets come in here? Will the clean sheets stick? That's the question. Well, oh, there's a goal in the Wolves-Forest game. What have I missed? They're saying there's a goal there. I'm watching it live. How? Oh, I'm 30 seconds behind. That's why. It looks like it could be a Forest goal here, folks. Let's watch it live. Well, not live. 30 seconds behind. All right. It's number 37, whoever that is. Number 21, whoever that is for Forest. That might be Ndoye. Oh, that's a good ball in. That's a great header. And it is Igor Jesus with his first Premier League goal, I believe, for Nottingham Forest. That's officially 1-0. 1-0 there. Forest have taken the lead. We've finally got a goal in that game. And Wolves' season of despair just continues on here, folks. I think it's safe to say they are destined for relegation at this moment in time. I don't see any way back for them at all. Nottingham Forest finally taking the lead there. It's a great headed goal from Igor Jesus. And it was a great ball in. And I'm sure that number 21, I'm sure that's Ndoye. But it's a great ball in, and Igor Jesus. Sam Johnston, I don't know what he's doing. He's tried to come and punch the ball, but he hasn't got anywhere near it. And yeah, that's that. 1-0 to the Forest. I could be wrong. It might not be Ndoye, but it definitely looks like it. 1-0 Nottingham Forest. I mean, every game has got a goal now except Liverpool Sunderland, which is goalless at halftime. Sunderland on track for a huge win there, I reckon. It's been a pretty tight game. There's not been much in the Sunderland-Liverpool game. In case you are wondering how that game is going, there's not been a hell of a lot to report. Yeah, Chelsea defence is definitely in the bin today. Hutchinson assist. That's all it was. I was going to say, I didn't quite recognise him, so I was a little bit of speculation there, but thank you very much. The chat has corrected me. Thank you. Let's update that score. There we go. 1-0 to the Forest is now there. Why isn't there any players called Buddha? Wish Timber never came on. Chelsea defence in the bin. I don't know. What have I just watched? What have I been watching, Luke? I don't know. I've been watching that game, mate, and Chelsea have not been at the races. I think we might see Cole Palmer on at half-time. Just based on what we've seen there. All right, oh, that was an interesting ball in there from old mate on the right. Let's see how some of these DC points are going while we're waiting. All right. Crystal Palace are making a change here. It's Warden off and Hughes on. Thiago looks menacing. Thiago looks like he wants a goal here against Arsenal's defence. We're into the final 15 minutes now of Arsenal, Brentford and Burnley versus Crystal Palace. That's well cleared away there by Rice. Can Declan Rice get the DC points? That's the question. Can he continue the run of some kind of return going? Who the hell has Marino kicked that to? That has gone to no one. Absolutely no one there. It came on at halftime and makes such a difference. Yeah, it does. I feel like I'm surprised. I'm legit surprised that Timber started off Oh, wow. Esteval's probably lucky he didn't get sent off. I mean, Luke was right about him committing a foul. I've just watched that challenge from like in the first half. That looked like almost like a red card. Not going to lie. He's just kicked him. He's legit just kicked the crap out of him. He's not got anywhere near him at all. Most bizarre thing I've ever seen. All right, Declan Rice is in the box. Can you find the pass into him? Arsenal on the edge of the box here. Eze trying a little bit of magic. No, it's not Eze. It's Calafiori trying to do a little bit of magic. I mean, this Arsenal-Brentford game has, I'm not going to lie, it has 1-0 written almost all over it at this point in the game. Like, unless Brentford can muster something here, it literally does look like another Arsenal masterclass in terms of just keeping the opposition out of scoring a goal. Rice DC count? I don't even see him on the... Yeah, I don't think he's actually had that many DC contributions, to be honest with you. I have barely noticed him, like, getting into that position. Esteval might get hooked. His bite might get him set off at this rate. Yep. Foden and Haaland's points meant nothing. All rivals are fluking points. Depressing stuff. Which defenders have reached the DC threshold? I'll have a look at that when the game's at 7:30 finish, and I've got a little bit less to watch. Once we get to that, I'll look through some of the DC from those games. Can't believe Watkins decided to score 2 today. I know, madness. Arsenal look like they're going to score 1. I feel like Brentford and Arsenal, that game just... I feel like it could go... I'd be lying if I think that Brentford are going to actually score, because I just don't believe they will. That's why I benched Thiago, because I didn't think that he would return, because I thought that there's no way they'll score against Arsenal's defence. And like, I actually rate Brentford's attack not too bad. Like, that's obviously why I've got Thiago. I just think against Arsenal, you need a pretty damn good attack. I mean, yeah, so that's just why I'll say that, now they'll probably score. Timber just looks so assured. Like, he is such a good defender. Like, so many people, I don't think they understand how good Jurriën Timber is, because that's why Ben White normally doesn't get a game, because Jurriën Timber is actually that good as a defender. Like, the dude's playing centre-back here and making it look like he's played there his entire life, where he's been playing right back the whole season. And he's done a really good job since he's come on there at centre-back. All right, come on, Declan Rice. Get us a return in here, baby. The Arsenal literally do look like they're controlling that game, though. More than anything else. They just look like they're doing that. Yeah, Thiago didn't even start. That's right. He started on the bench. You need to gain 8 more points for a green. Arsenal look like they're going to score 1. Palace looking like they're scoring. Don't know. I feel like that game's destined for a... I don't know what that game is destined for, but it's not destined for much, I don't reckon. Well, this is good. At the moment, as things stand, prior to the end of this game, I'm still on a green arrow with Bruno Fernandes captain and Mbeumo to come. So I should get, if things stay kind of like this, we should be pretty good for tomorrow. It'd be nice if Declan Rice can do something. Well, Declan Rice is now down injured. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed, Rice. Rice, baby. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Yokros is about to come on here for Arsenal. Maybe Declan Rice is going to be coming off here. I don't know what's happened to Chelsea. Eze looks hungry. I was 26k at game week 16. Now I'm 103 games. Has always been good. I learned to... We came to Haaland this week. Went with Saka. Is Bruno Fernandes due a red card? I bloody well hope not. Bloody well hope not. When Elliot Anderson has only 5 DCs, you realise how bad Wolves are. Nice to see you have some luck, Darius. I know. Arsenal have won the league, I think. I can't see Arsenal not winning the league, to be honest. Declan Rice is going to get a rest here, I would suggest. He's about to go off. I'd imagine he's fine. It's just like one of them contact injuries. I don't think there's anything really too much to worry about there. Yokros is on and Declan Rice will enjoy the rest of the night off. He's off of a three-pointer. Oh, there's a goal in the Brighton versus Villa game. All right, what am I about to see here? All right, I'm watching that game. It's a sub. It looks like it must be another Villa goal. Maybe it's a Marlon goal, maybe. It's an... Oh, it is a Marlon goal. No way. I was like, I didn't even see it. And I was like, because that game is it's running about 10 seconds behind where I saw it on here. And I just saw, like, before then, Marlon just sitting there with his bald head ready to go. And then what happens? He scores. He must have only just come on the field. It's now 4-2 to Aston Villa, folks. 4-2. I mean, it is a Unai Ebony masterclass. Good evening, everybody. I mean, Brighton, I've just brought in Bart Simpson and he's conceded 4 goals. This does not feel good, folks. I don't even know. Like, I feel like Onana tried to steal it off the line from him, but it's definitely a Marlon goal. And it's an Onana assist, I think. Actually, who got the assist? I have no idea who got the assist. It's just a scramble in there. It could be anyone's assist. But it's definitely a Marlon goal. Definitely a Marlon goal. And in case anyone's wondering who scored that, it is a Marlon goal. And Aston Villa have really turned that game on its head, who have gone 2-0 down. They've come back and they're now leading 4-2 in what has been the pick of the game so far today by some distance. Unbelievable. I mean, that's probably Brighton good night. I don't think they're coming back from that. 4-2. We're very close to getting the second halves now underway in the other games as well, in case anyone was wondering. They should be coming back out very shortly for the second half. Let's quickly update that. I still can't believe Leeds are keeping a clean sheet and 2-0 up. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, here we are. Can Crystal Palace hold the clean sheet? That's the real question. I mean, the 14-pointer incoming is going to be really nice from Daniel Munoz. I mean, since I brought him in for that hit, he's got me 29 points in 3 weeks. If that was ever a sign that a hit was worth it, that's been worth it. I'm going to quickly start bringing you some of these numbers here. So Arsenal versus Brentford. Ben White got 13 defensive contributions. Nkape with 10, Calafiori 8, Marino 7, Odegaard 6, Rice only on 5, Pinnock on 13, Yarmolenko 9, Dango 8, Coyote 7, Vandenberg 7. Ben White's on 3 bonus, Marino 2, and Nkape is on 2. Calafiori is going to be very stiff there and will miss out with 1. Brighton versus Aston Villa. It's Van Heck with a goal, Hinselwood and Weaver. Then it's an own goal for Pau Torres. Watkins with 2, Marlon with 1, Onana with 1, Guasin with 2 assists, who actually got the second assist in that scrambly goal. Cash with an assist and Rogers with an assist. On the bonus points, it's Weaver with nothing. So it's Watkins with 3, Onana with 2, and Guasin is on 1. Rogers is very close behind, but I don't think he's going to get it as things stand. Defensive contributions, it's Onana with 12, Matson Rogers with 8, Pau Torres with 7, Wafer with 15, Baliba with 13, Hinselwood Gomez with 7. So no one else is really getting it there. Burnley versus Crystal Palace, it is. Somehow Mark Gay on 3 bonus with the assist and Munoz with 2 with the goal. And it's going to be Dean Henderson with 1 bonus point. It's very close for the 1. Lacroix's literally just... So Henderson's on 29, Lacroix's on 28. Defensive contributions, it is Cullum with 18, Estev with 17, Egdow with 14, Florentino with 9. For Crystal Palace, it's Lerma with 12, Lacroix with 10, Wharton with 10. Gahey and Richards are very close on 9 apiece. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. It's an Igor Jesus goal, Hutchinson assist. It's Igor Jesus with 3 bonus points, Williams with 2, and Murado with 1. Mo Salah is coming on for the second half here in the Liverpool game, in case anyone was wondering. The Egyptian dethroned king is officially coming back into the fray. And I don't know who's going off here, but he is on the field for the second half. And Van Heck, I think, has scored again. There's another goal. This game is not over. Van Heck has scored twice. I think. He's just picked the ball up out of the net. And I think Brighton have a lifeline here in the last 10 minutes. I mean, Van Heck just casually goes forward, gets it back and hits it in first time. How are you going? Van Heck with a double. And, I mean, who's got Van Heck in their teams? He's just scored a brace. Oh, Calafiori and Saka went close to getting a second there for Arsenal as well, but not quite. It's another goal. Yeah, I can't believe it. That Brighton versus Aston Villa game has been some game. 3-4 now on the night. 7 goals in that game. Absolute madness. Yeah, man. Right back over to the Chelsea. Good luck all. Where the devil is Minte? Darius, I got to ask this now for price changes tonight. Would you do 1, Semenyo and Nunes to Foden and Hall free, or Mateta, Enzo, Nunes to Foden, Voltamata and Hall -4? Who's your other forward? Have you already got Thiago or Welbeck? I feel like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think, yeah, he could be all right. I don't mind it. I don't mind hits. I'm very open to hits in my own team, and I quite enjoy them. And they seem to be working for me, so long may it continue. Did I? Yeah, I did do that. All right, there we go. I still can't believe it. 3-4 in that game. That's just crazy. There we go, 3-4. All right, we're into stoppage time now in the Arsenal versus Brentford game, and it's 6 minutes of injury time therefore. It's a great ball forward. Can Saka finish? Oh, he cuts it back. It's a great save from Keller. Can he keep it out? No, he hasn't. Saka has scored for Arsenal. It's a goal there. Saka has come off the bench and scored late on for Arsenal, and it's 2-0 there now. It looks like that's really good news for Saka owners who were relying on him. Potentially there's a few captainers around there as well. He has come off the bench, and in the injury time, he has scored for Arsenal to make it 2-0 there in that game. 4. And Brighton almost equalise. Oh no, it was almost Aston Villa getting a 5th. I don't know what was going on there. But it is 2-0 to the Arsenal there. Arsenal are about to go 5 points clear at the top as things stand. It was a great assist from Marino. So Marino doing some wonder work there. Well on track for the 3 bonus now. I was so lucky. I mean, the Keller almost got there to keep it out, you know. But he couldn't quite get enough of a hand on it. Saka with a very nice finish. Keller just couldn't quite get enough on it in order to prevent that from going in. And it is 2-0 to the Arsenal. Late on in that game. Oh, he just couldn't quite get there. Assist, it was a Marino assist, I believe. Got my green arrow. Nice. Need these clean sheets. I think these clean sheets are going to come in. Palace clean sheet, I would imagine, is going to come. We're into 6 minutes of injury time there. We've got 5 minutes left of injury time in the Burnley versus Crystal Palace game. Arsenal versus Brentford. That game's probably sewn up now, I would suggest. And I think that game's just going to finish as is. I would imagine that's just going to finish 2-0 now. I mean, it's going to make it a lot more comfortable. The last 4 minutes will be a lot more comfortable now, you would think, for Arsenal. Oh, Lewis Potter almost with a chance there, but he's put it well wide of the post. Oh, Wolves there with a chance as well, but again, it comes to nothing. And that's the story of Wolves' season. It's a season that's just amounted to nothing. They don't ever seem to catch a break. I mean, it's clearly over the line there, that goal from Saka. Clearly over the line. Let's update that score while we've got the time. There we go. 2-0 to the Arsenal now. I think the Arsenal clean sheet's going to stick and Raya's going to probably end up with the 6 points. Marino at 5.9 is a steal. He is. Got a row of 1s and 2s, about 7 of them. Villa in third, 3 points above Chelsea. I know it's madness, isn't it? I'll take the Foden score over Saka. Calafiori on bonus now. Why are you running? Why is there always lots of injury time when you need one? I know. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. All right, Burnley are taking a free kick here. About 30 yards out on the right. This will be one of their last chances of the game, you would think. Oh, it's a ball in. Oh, I thought that Burnley bloke had got that, but I think it's actually a Crystal Palace bloke that's got that. And Munoz with the ball recovery. And they've just hoofed it out for a throw. They've got 3 minutes left to endure their Crystal Palace to ensure the clean sheet. Can they do it? They do defend really well. For what it's worth, I do really rate the Crystal Palace defence. And the fact that, you know, some of them are just so attacking as well certainly helps. I mean, the fact that Munoz just consistently seems to pop up with the goal or assist in these massive hauls does feel very nice. And again, if you captain him, you're on track for a 14-point captain, which again feels exceptionally nice. And people were talking about a Munoz captain as well. All right, Morgan Gibbs-White is off for Nottingham Forest. There's 2 minutes left of injury time in that game. And we're about to enter injury time in the Aston Villa versus Brighton game as well. That game is about to get into injury time. And that game is probably the one where I'm like going, could there be another goal in that game? Mo Salah, edge of the box. Szoboszlai. No, not quite. Oh, there's a goal in the Leeds-Chelsea game, folks. Is it 3-0 or have Chelsea pulled a goal back? Oh, my Lord. I was going to say, is that... Oh, Chelsea have pulled a goal back. It is 2-1 there now, and it is a goal for... Pedro Neto at the back stick, continuing his amazing form, and it's an Estevao assist. Pedro Neto, what a finish that is. Unbelievable finish from him. And it's 2-1 now. Can Chelsea bring it back, folks? Estevao with a goal and assist coming in. We just need Chelsea to turn it around now and we're back in business. But yeah, there we are. All right, Arsenal versus Brentford. That game is finished. 2-0 to the Arsenal. So that game is officially over. Burnley versus Crystal Palace is into the final minute of injury time there. So that game looks like it's going to finish in a Crystal Palace clean sheet as well. And that's obviously the goal for Chelsea scoring there. That's obviously 2-1 now to Leeds. So we'll update that score very shortly as well. But that game in Burnley, Crystal Palace, that game does look like it's about to end. All right, let's update that score. It's 2-1 there in that game now. All right, Burnley versus Crystal Palace must be into the final seconds here. This must be the final chance for Burnley, who are going forward. The ball into the box. It's headed clear by whoever that is at the far right. It's whacked back in. Henderson with a claim. That's got to be game over, surely. And it is. Crystal Palace, the clean sheet is stuck. It's 1-0. It's finished to Crystal Palace over Burnley. Munoz clean sheet comes in. Arteta, why did you ruin me? On track for a 90 this week. That's exciting. Thanks, Arteta, for bringing Eze and Timber. The day is going perfect. Looking to become a massive green. Very nice. Crystal Palace, clean sheet. Palace clean sheet. I was stressing. Forest win. Yeah, Forest are literally, that game is about to end as well. That game is literally about to end as well. We're just waiting for that game to end. All right, that game has officially ended. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest has finished 1-0. I can't believe that Pedro Neto finished, man. Pedro Neto has been in some form for Chelsea. I mean, that touch, and then the second touch to just put it away on his other foot, that is an incredible finish. That is very, very hard to do what he's just done. All right, we've got 3 minutes left of injury time here for Brighton to find an equaliser. Can they do it, or will Aston Villa hurt them on the break? Marlon? Oh, he tried a really cheeky finish from miles out, but Bart Simpson was alert. Oh, Joe Gomez with a yellow card there in that Liverpool versus Sunderland game with a very crunching challenge on whoever that was for Sunderland. He's absolutely crunched him. 87 points, Bruno and Mbumo to play. Oh, that is an amazing week, that is. What an amazing week. I'm assuming you've had either Haaland captain, Munoz captain, or a Phil Foden captain with 87 points. Forest win. I know, where are my mods at? Liverpool coverage, Darius. I know, they literally are woeful, mate. I've been saying Liverpool have been crap all year. And they are a team that, I'm telling you, the fixture run might... And I know that the fixture run actually looks the best in the league. But the fixtures are only good if you're actually playing in good form. And Liverpool are not in good form. I think the bookies... I think putting them at $1.30 to win, I mean, maybe they will. But Sunderland have been pretty good value for the draws so far here. All right, we're into the final 90 seconds of injury time now in the Brighton versus Aston Villa game. Oh, all right, let's get that one over here. Let's get that off. Daniel Munoz is throwing his shirt into the crowd. Oh, and he threw it over everyone. That's unfortunate. Some kid got it. Some kid's very happy. He's got it. He's tucking that away. He's going to keep that one. 3-1 to Leeds. Oh, offside. Oh, damn. Haaland captain and own Foden, Munoz and Lacroix. That is so good. That is some game. That's some game. I mean, that's it. The double Crystal Palace defence is really coming in clutch here. They were the team to have. They were the team to have this week. Let's get that off. Where is... I need... I don't know what's happened there. Is it full-time in the Brighton versus Villa game? I think it is. No, it's still going. I don't know what I've done with that. Let's get that off. We don't need that one on anymore. And we need... All right, Leeds versus Chelsea. I've got that game on full as well. All right, so it's finished Brighton 3, Aston Villa 4. That game is officially over as well, folks. That game is officially over as well. So it is now the 2 live games on at 8 o'clock. It's Liverpool versus Sunderland, which is still 0-0, and Leeds versus Chelsea, which is currently 2-1. Yeah, I know, disallowed league goals. I've just seen it. I'll be on delay in the morning. Such a weird game week. Brighton 3-4. I know, madness. It's been a very, very weird game week. With goals to come tomorrow, hopefully. Ideally, Bruno just doesn't show up and I get 17 points from Phil Foden. That would be a very nice game week for me. Either that or Bruno shows up and it's a really good week. One or the other. The Sunderland Liverpool game is actually a good minute and a half in front of the Leeds versus Chelsea game. I think that's because of the injury time in the first half. Oh, you know what? I really feel like I'm watching this Sunderland Liverpool game. And I feel like this game is more likely to be a Sunderland win than a Liverpool win. Just based off the way they're both playing. Oh, the lap of a chance here for Chelsea. He's put that one over the bar. Is João Pedro playing in this game? I feel like I saw him in the starting lineup, but I feel like he's been pretty invisible if he is playing. Whereas my boy Cole Palmer, I know. Apparently he's been fit, but apparently he's still not on the field. Haaland and Foden owners winning this week. Virgil van Dijk goal would be helpful. Wow, the leader in one of my mini leagues says Bruno captain, but if he doesn't play, he's going to get Van Heck off his bench and Foden captain. Man, that would be an amazing week. That Sunderland, Robbie was lurking behind Canade there. If Canade hadn't got up, that probably would have been 1-0 to the Sunderland. Alisson Becker, what's he doing there? That's a really poor ball out from the goal kick. All the players' ad suggestions were wrong. Minte, Timber, Anderson, etc. Basically, don't add the players I've owned for weeks. Palmer and Garnacho coming on now. Ooh. Oof. Here we go. Villa third. I know, it's hard to believe that. They have really turned it around. I literally have scores from 5 players. 1, 0, 1, 2, 1. that sucks. I mean, the O'Reilly 0-pointer, I did not expect that one last night. And I didn't expect the Malik Jow 1-pointer either. Like, both of those were really disappointing scores for what I was expecting. And it's annoying that Mateta didn't finish that Munoz assist before, because that would have been a really good week for me then. But it is what it is. Estevao pushing into the box. Ball in. It's hit whoever that is. Enzo Fernandez doesn't know anything about it at all. I feel like Leeds might fall apart in the second half. I mean, I could be wrong, but we'll have to wait and see. Isaac's complaining here. It's now 61 minutes in. There's been no other changes there. Did Cody Gakpo go off at half-time? Oh, he did. Cody Gakpo went off at half-time, didn't he? Sorry, I didn't even bring you that change. I know that Mo Salah came on, but I think Cody Gakpo went off. I'm pretty sure he went off anyway. Let me check. Oh, he did. Cody Gakpo went off at half-time. I mean, that's annoying. I mean, yeah. That's really annoying. I mean, he gets that 14-pointer on 13-pointer, 14-pointer on the weekend. Then he gets 45 minutes. He gets taken off. All right, so Delap and Gittins are off here. It's Cole Palmer and Garnacho that have come on for Chelsea. Cole Palmer finally returns to the field for the final half an hour in this game. If Salah actually playing, you wouldn't know. Mateta is so frustrating to watch. I know owning him is just as frustrating. But to be honest with you, I don't actually know who I want to sell him to. So, like, I don't know if... I know Voltamata against Burnley seems like a no-brainer on the weekend. But Mateta goes to play Fulham. And Fulham are not a very good attack. We just saw Fulham ship 5 goals last night. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But I feel like there'll be a lot more goals this weekend. A lot more people are going to be tired. Yeah, Watkins could be back in form, but Watkins has got Arsenal on the weekend, so I don't think anyone's realistically going to be going for Ollie Watkins against the Arsenal defence. I feel like that's a bit of a punt in the dark. There just isn't a third striker right now. I know that's like, I feel like potentially it's Welbeck though, because I feel like Welbeck will start on the weekend, and Welbeck has West Ham on the weekend. So if there was a bloke that I would suggest, Thiago's obviously got Spurs away. That doesn't look like that bad of a fixture. I feel like Welbeck at home to West Ham is probably the one where you could easily go for. Like, Garnacho's been pulled down here. That's got to be a foul, and it is a foul. So Esteval gets his goal and assist. He gets his booking. I think this bet is actually still on, provided Chelsea can actually turn it around and win, which is going to be interesting in and of itself. Let's see how this is going. Okay. Apparently they're not claiming that. Oh, it was a Gittins assist. It wasn't a bloody Esteval assist. I thought it was an Esteval assist. It was a Gittins assist. That's annoying. That bet is in the bin then. Thanks, Luke. Great shout. Yeah, Welbeck versus West Ham is the call. Getting Welbeck would confirm the free hit for 16. Yeah, exactly. That's exact. Well, I actually think that Welbeck against Liverpool, based off what I've seen tonight, might actually score. I think Crystal Palace players are tired. Mateta is a sell after game week 15 of Voldemort. Wafer will score against West Ham. I mean, anyone could probably score against West Ham. I mean, Brighton, scoring goals is not an issue for Brighton today. And judging from what West Ham put up on Sunday and how poor Liverpool have looked today, I would suggest that West Ham are... I just don't think they're very good. All right, Mo Salah to Szoboszlai, back to... Well, that's well blocked there by whoever that was from Sunderland. I've been intrigued to know who they're actually giving the bonus to in this 0-0 game at the moment. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, no, not quite. Pretty poor ball out there to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looks buggered, by the way. 64 minutes into that game and he looks tired. I mean, he's played a lot of minutes for Chelsea of late, so that's not too much of a surprise. Did Richards get DC? I'll have a look. Yeah, 11 DC. There we go. I've waited for his solid. Becker 4 saves. Top bonus. Yeah, I mean, you do deserve something if you've held him this long, but I feel like the selling point was a long time ago now. All Palace defenders other than Lacroix got bonus points. That's mad. Did they, though? Because if they're sharing them, let's have a look. So it's Gay here with 3, Munoz with 2. Oh, Sunderland have scored! Unbelievable, what did I say? Sunderland have taken the lead. Liverpool back in the bin. Back in the bin. Oh, it's biblical. You wouldn't read about it. The D-Unit said that Sunderland, I said that Liverpool got away with one on Sunday, that they played a pathetic West Ham team. They've shown up and they're playing a Sunderland team, and Sunderland are storming Anfield here. And Towie with the goal. Unbelievable. I mean, should I say I'm surprised? No, I'm not. I'm surprised that West Ham were that poor. Virgil van Dijk, clean sheet in the bin. Thank you for coming. And it's his error that set up the goal. It might as well have been a Virgil van Dijk assist, but it wasn't. But he literally has given the ball away to no one. I don't even know who he's given the ball away to, and he's just and then to top it off, Virgil van Dijk has helped deflect it with his big fat ass into the far corner. I mean, you wouldn't read about it. The D-Unit called the Virgil van Dijk just a stupid transfer. And there it is. There it is, folks. I've had one of the GOAT calls of the season, Virgil van Dijk, 3 weeks ago, when the cartel were peddling him that he was the best defender to buy. How wrong were they? And how right was I? Unbelievable. I mean, there's nothing like watching Liverpool concede, especially when you're a Man United fan. But that was, I mean, they are rubbish. Virgil van Dijk is almost on a par with Trent Alexander-Arnold in terms of his ability to defend this season. He's been that bad. Actually, hold on. I was about to upload the wrong score. Let's change that, folks. Anfield in shock again. What has happened to this team? What's happening to this club? Anyone can go to Anfield. It's like that season with David Moyes in charge of Man United. Everyone came to Old Trafford and everyone left with a win. This season, everyone is going to Anfield and everyone is leaving with a win. It's great to see. It's just great to see. Oh, it must suck being a Liverpool fan this season. It really must suck. I'd like to say I share some sympathy, but it's been annoying supporting Man United for the last 13 years. So it's about time you got a bit of what we've been copping. All the Liverpool fans have left the chat. He's got no aura. He's got no aura. I don't think it's an own goal. It's definitely yeah, I did. I put a $1 bet on Sunderland keeping a clean sheet and the Sunderland win. And at the moment, it's on track, boys. I told you those odds were too good to pass up. $9 against a team that's not in form. The bookies had that horribly wrong. Cole Palmer! Oh, he's missed. Oh, what a chance at Cole Palmer, and he's missed. Oh, how's he missed? That is the kind of finish I looked unexpected that to just go into the back of the net. Oh, it's just, he's just not put it on target. I told you to bet on Leeds and Sunderland. Piss off Liverpool. I just as Salah came on, it goes, I know Salah's done nothing in this game. Sick goal, man. Virgil van Dijk is definitely a sell. I've been saying it for weeks. I was saying it when people are buying him. He's a sell, he's an avoid. Liverpool are just a complete avoid. They're a team that are not in form. Screwy Arteta, Mukiele would have had to come on for me. Or anyone, to be honest. Everything is Salah's fault. Van Dijk actually having the ball away. And I know, literally, just gave it away. It bounced off Virgil van Dijk's fat ass. Maybe no free hit on 16. Slot could be getting the clop. I know, that's what I was sitting there. I was like, God, if I bring him well back, I actually fancy Brighton to beat Liverpool at Liverpool. Like, they have been so bad. The pressure's just going to crank back up again on Slot. And to be honest, Liverpool haven't created anything in this game, really. All their shots have been from way out. Hugo Ekitike is about to come on here with 19 minutes left in that game. And Slot really just looks like a man that's out of his depth. He looks like the poor man's Eric Ten Hag. He's literally doing what ETH did in his second season. He's just lost the plot. He looks like a man with no idea what he's doing. Sunderland pushing again here. Can they get a second? That would be unbelievable. That happened. I mean, Liverpool just keep giving the ball away. It's bizarre. How can you go from champions to offering up this kind of crap every week? I don't understand. And you spent £446 million and you've gone from the champions to being a mid-table mediocre club within the space of 3 months. Van Disney might get DC and the cartel in the bin. Sunderland back in the top 4 insane season. The table is mad for out. It is. And some were bringing in Szoboszlai. I mean, Szoboszlai was never a buy. He didn't have the attacking returns last year, and everyone got excited because he got the DC, but he only got the DC because he was playing a right back. Now he's not playing a right back. He's not getting the DC. It just made no sense. Liverpool were always in an easy avoid, and people that went there last week got very lucky that they played West Ham, and West Ham were rubbish because otherwise Cody Gakpo would have got nothing last week either. Surely Liverpool get updated to a grey fixture, if not grey. Well, I've already updated them to grey. So I'm ahead of the curve. Try being a 30-year-old Everton fan in Merseyside. My life is hard. I could imagine. Doug's. The Sunderland story is great, but as a Pool fan, that hurts. With no real unity. I know it's really bizarre, Zygo. I don't understand what's going on. Oh my God. I've just missed a DCL goal. DCL with a tap-in. What is going on? The DCL unit, back-to-back goals in back-to-back game weeks. I bought him in the wrong time. This was the time to buy the DCL unit. And I've played it poorly. I mean, what a stupid goal. What are Chelsea doing? What are they actually doing? I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I mean, if he kept on getting chances like that, he is never, ever going to miss. He's never going to miss. That's unbelievable. What are Chelsea doing? I've just watched that goal back and I actually have no idea what they are doing. What a bizarre goal. I actually can't believe what I've just watched. I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has literally been gifted a goal by Vardiol, and he's just been gifted another goal by the Chelsea defence. Like, if there's one way to make sure a player can't miss, is to give him a chance that's literally unmissable. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the DCL unit, 2 goals and 2. Maybe that's the third striker, folks. We're looking in the wrong place. Maybe it is time to bring back in the DCL unit, because guess who he's got next? He's got Liverpool on the weekend. He's going to get another freebie. He could get another freebie on the weekend. Liverpool, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he could be the 1 week punt. The 1 week striker punt under 10% owned, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It could come in as well. I think that might be where I go. 1 week punt, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's got Liverpool next. Why not believe that he can't get another goal? He can get 3 goals and 3 against the 3 of the biggest clubs in England from gifts because their defences are all crap. I can't believe it. The DCL unit he's just banging. I know what is going on. The season we're having is just, it's a very hard season to read. Goodness, Caicedo is gone and Chelsea fall to pieces. Exactly. Top 3 forwards, Haaland, DCL and the Xerxes. Match fixing going on with DCL, D-Unit and Chelsea. Someone's getting DCL off the bench for sure, 100%. DCL unit is a go, folks. It definitely is. Haaland, Watkins, DCL actually lethal in the box. I mean, if he gets the chance in the box, he's like the fox in the box at the moment. He's just putting these chances away. It's making it look easy. Gravenberch gives the foul away here. I mean, it's all falling apart for Liverpool at the moment. It looks like they're losing their discipline. They're losing their shape. They're losing belief. They're losing form. And what a tackle on Szoboszlai that was. Whoever that was some tackle. Reynaldo with an amazing, just an amazing DC contribution, really. And then Gravenberch just fouls on the halfway line. He's not happy about it. He's probably going to get booked for dissent if he carries on anymore. I mean, see Lewis Paqueta on the weekend. I'm legit in shock at these scorelines. 1-0. Well, I'm not in shock in the Sunderland one, but I'm in shock that Leeds are beating Chelsea 3-1. I mean, Chelsea have literally kept 3 clean sheets in the last 4. They only conceded once with 10 men to Arsenal. And here they are. They've gone to Leeds and they've shipped 3 goals. And some of them have just been really poor goals to concede. The power of the skirt. DCL actually, yeah, exactly. Imagine not playing your asset versus Liverpool. I know. You've literally got to play him. I didn't play Mukiele because I just thought that I had 3 better defenders. I thought Malik Jow was playing Spurs and that was a green fixture in my mind. And I thought Nico Riley against Fulham was a really good green fixture as well. Yeah, I mean, like, that was the only reason why I didn't play Mukiele. In reality, maybe I should have just held Senesi and played Mukiele because that actually looks like it would have been a really good shout, but it is what it is. Mark Guiui is on. I mean, some people might be getting his 1-pointer off the bench here. So, I mean, at least he's getting some minutes, right? Some people might be relying on it. Isaac, 10.4, I know. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, wow, that's a handball. That's got to be almost a red card. What? I was going to say, how's he not seen that? That is almost a red card. He's literally deliberately handballed it. Tosin's literally deliberately handballed it. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. It looked like in real time, it looked like he deliberately handballed it. It's accidental. That's not a red card. I'll take it back. I suck. I know. He literally does. He literally does suck, folks. It's, yeah, mad. I know, that's what I thought. On real live watching it, it looked like a red card. But then when I watched it back, it actually does look like he didn't actually mean it. And it's just one of them weird ones. But, yeah, mad. Off the elbow, yeah. Isaac should have stayed at Newcastle. I actually feel like Newcastle have improved without him, to be honest. I think that Voltemata is going to be a really special player. And I feel like they've done really well. And Voltemata doesn't look like he's injury prone, whereas Isaac, even at his time at Newcastle, was always injury prone. He always struggled with 3 games a week. So, yeah. Sabozlai ball into the box. Roofs comes out and claims it. Leeds pushing here for a 4th. Not quite. Goodbye slot. Second half, Isaac and Gakpo linked up well last game, so why Salah comes on, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that he's been benched 2 games in a row. That's a statement in itself. Come on, Salah. Let us pray that Salah doesn't score. Isaac is playing injured, so is Verts. It's just all little problems stacking up into one big one. A fit Visser will be bought by many. Yeah, I agree. Visser, I reckon, when he is fit, will be good. I just don't know when he's going to be fit. Verts into the box. He scored. Verts has scored. It's 1-1. Verts with a brilliant goal there for Liverpool. He's finally broken his duck. It's been coming for a while, that Verts performance, and he scored. It is 1-1 there in that game. Liverpool have scored at long last, and Verts has just dinked his way through about 3 Sunderland players. It's a great solo goal. I've got no idea who gave him the ball, but it's 1-1 in that game now. It might be Curtis Jones that gave him the ball. It is. Curtis Jones won the ball back. He gave it to Verts, and then it was a very special goal from Verts. He was helped by the deflection, but either way, it's a great goal, and Liverpool have finally got some sort of a comeback. I don't even know if that's on target. It could be an own goal. I'm not sure if he's hitting that. It's actually on target, you know. I think that might be an own goal, but either way, it's a Verts assist, so he's definitely not blanking. So it's just a matter of whether they give it to Verts. It has been given to Verts as things stand, but it definitely, I don't think it looked on target. From the angle behind him, it looked like it was going well wide. But maybe he's going to get lucky and it will be a Verts goal. Can they turn it around now? That's the real question. We'll just have to wait and see. But it is officially 1-1 there. No clean sheets tonight in this game week except Arsenal, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. 3 clean sheets so far this game week. I mean, it's not been a good game week for defenders at all. Actually, sorry, Everton kept clean sheet as well. My bad. I forgot about them. Everton kept the clean sheet too, didn't they? Yep. My apologies. He has completely scuffed that. Yeah, now 1 in 14 games. Great return for his pay. Yeah, he's getting there. Verts and Watkins buys now. Yeah, it was a brilliant... I mean, he did well to move it and dink his way into the box. Like, that was the good part of the goal. I don't think the finish was actually going to be on target. So I will be intrigued to see if that goes down as an own goal in the end. I feel less bad now about benching my Mukiele because obviously now he's blanking as well. So that's not as bad. Might actually help me out in the long run. All right, we're into the final 8 minutes an injury time for the Sunderland game and Liverpool game, and Leeds versus Chelsea. We're into the final 8 minutes before injury time in that one. Isodor's down injured. Ballard's down injured. Thank you to those clean sheets. Sanchez down. You never walk alone. Van Dijk with a great defensive header there, to be fair. Now, who does witchcraft in here? Bless this man for us. Mbumo. Let's bless for Mbumo and Bruno Fernandes. Just a huge hauls tomorrow. 2 goals each. That'd be nice. That'd be a great way to finish the game week. Oh, wow. I've done well, folks. Mukiele has been gifted the own goal. It's a Florian Wirtz assist. There's official news coming through. It's going to be a Mukiele own goal. So I've done well to bench him in the end because he's going to be on negative points. So Mukiele own goal, Wirtz assist. So it's a Wirtz assist and a Mukiele own goal. It's been confirmed by the Premier League, apparently. Yeah, it is. It's a Mukiele own goal, Matt. Wow. I mean, I've done well now. I'm benching Mukiele. I'm glad I didn't play him because I'd be in the minus points now. Can't believe that. Mukiele own goal. Done well to dodge that. Done well to dodge that completely. If there's lots of rumours on Bruno that he's out, that's good. I'll happily take the Thiago 1 point and the extra 17 for Foden captain. Like, I will not be complaining about it. I'll legit be quite happy about it. I'll literally get double 17. Virgil van Dijk, DEFCON locked in. Woohoo, 4 points. He's an expensive Anderson. Like, Van Dijk is an expensive Anderson. If you want to waste money on a defender that's 6 mil, that's only going to get you DC points, by all means. But it's very rare I'll champion for Anderson. But if you want what Virgil van Dijk's offering, go and buy Anderson. You can save yourself 1.5 million. Literally does the exact same output. And ironically, Anderson's actually kept the same amount of clean sheets as Liverpool this season. And I believe that he's actually got the DC points more than Virgil van Dijk as well. So that's all you really need to know about that. So if you've got Virgil van Dijk, easy sell to free up some money to Anderson, who arguably has just as good a fixture as Virgil van Dijk over the coming weeks. I reckon Leeds score against this Liverpool team as well, you know. If they've scored 3 against Chelsea, who have got a significantly better defence, they're definitely scoring against Liverpool, who have got a crap defence. 6 mil for the DC Virgil, overrated. And Mbumo is my vice-captain, didn't pick Haaland. It's a skill issue. I have Mukiele coming on for Keane. Oh, no. Oh, that's no good. DCL units going off to a round of applause. The stadium is erupting for the man that has scored 2 goals in 2 games for Leeds. He's back, baby. DCL unit is officially back in business. I can't believe it. I can't believe the DCL unit is back. He's getting high fives on the bench. They're going, great goal, DCL. I asked Perplexity to rate the top 100 FPL YouTube channels, and it said you're 70 to 100. Would you like me to help you make the top 50? Cheers, buddy. It's just because of the fact that it's based on like how many views and that again. And I can't beat the big boys yet because I just don't have enough subs. So at some point I'll get there. I mean, none of them do live watch-alongs because they just don't have they don't watch the football, which is probably half the reason why they don't do it. Is Bruno not playing tomorrow? I have Mbumo captain and Foden vice. That would be gutting. I don't know. There's rumours going around. I've not seen the press conference from Fink, but he was holding his leg. At the end of that game. So unless I just think it's a pile of nonsense. Bruno Fernandes never misses games of football. Like, he legit never misses games of football. Let me see if I can find it on the Man United app, if there's any news on him. Oh, João Pedro with a half a chance, and then he's given the foul away. You mug. All right. What? I'm a man, yes. What? Skip. Whatever. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what Amarin said in his press conference. Oh, get off. Oh, yeah, I opened the app up and all I'm spam with is stupid ads. No, I don't want the new launch of the whatever you're trying to sell me. Salah, almost, not quite. All right, Amarin confirms team news for the team. Let's have a look. Has welcomed Mateus Cunha back into the fold, but revealed there are a couple of injury doubts of Thursday night's game. Cunha's availability is a boost. Martinez made his comeback as a late substitute, but Harry Maguire and Seshko remain sidelined. We have 2 doubts for the game. I will not tell you today because it will change the way we're going to approach the game. Let's see if they can play tomorrow. The rest of the squad is good. So he doesn't say who they are. If I was a betting man, it would have to be Bruno Fernandes, has to be a doubt. If he's not naming who it is, it has to be Bruno. And I'd say it's probably Mason Mount because Mason Mount really struggles to play more than one game a week. So maybe maybe he won't be playing and then the D-Unit will get some jam at long last and he'll get the Phil Foden captaincy. I mean, Thiago 1 point off the bench. I feel like a lot of people are going to get 1 point off the bench. So it's better than Mukiele off the bench. So that's lucky, I suppose. Could have been worse. Cucurella, ball in. João Pedro. No, not going. Pedro Neto. Not going. And it's out for a corner. Okay, buddy. No problem at all. Sounds good to me. Luke Shaw doesn't matter for the way they play. 100% Bruno. Has to be 100% Bruno. One got to be Luke Shaw. Yeah, Luke Shaw could be a doubt. Yes, he went off, didn't he? I got him Bruno this week because he's a guaranteed starter over this period. If he misses tomorrow, it would sum up my season. Yeah, I'm definitely up for it. Watch it. Be Dallo. At least Gilly came on for 1 point in case Bruno doesn't play. I need to combine 18 points from Bruno and Mbumo to win my head-to-head. Having Thiago's 1 pointer instead of Bruno would be lovely. Are you wearing your Xerxes hat? We need some luck. You know what? I'm not going to lie. When I was doing the differentials for game week 15, because I had to put them together and I haven't seen Man United's game, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I was actually going to put as my differential Joshua Xerxes because I just think the Wolves are that bad that there's a chance he could do something. And I feel like potentially he might be starting. But I don't know. I really don't know. But Cunha's going to be starting. I mean, Cunha could be an easy transfer in for from Bumo. However, I've looked in 16 and I think I put it on the video yesterday, like I put up today. I think potentially, because I really want Saka in game week 16 for captaincy, I think I might do Mateta to Welbeck in 16 and Mbumo to Saka, and I might not even free hit in 16 anymore. Like I won't actually need to free hit. And then I could just, Sunderland away! Can he finish? Oh, he can't finish! Oh, he almost stole it there for Sunderland. He couldn't finish. That was he almost robbed it. Oh, I can't believe he hasn't scored. He was one-on-one. Alisson Becker did so well to try and delay, and the Liverpool defender got back to clear it off the line. Oh, Cedar, that was the chance to win it. And it's gone begging. It's really gone begging. A TC option next. Wow, Liverpool's so lucky. In 5 years for Man U, Bruno has missed just one game due to injury. It's got to change at some point, right? He is getting older. He's 31 years old now. The new Call of Duty has finally arrived at Luke Shaw's house, allegedly. Reckon there should be a Xerxes hat emoji. I reckon we can look into it. Just for the United games. I can update the emojis for that. I can definitely look into it. I'll get Luke onto it. Poor finisher. Haaland would have banged it. I know. I can't believe it. Roofs is frustrated. That was the famous moment to leave Anfield with a historic win. And Isidor's just... He's butchered it. He's absolutely butchered it. That's why Becker is such a good goalkeeper when he's on. Because he's so good at one-on-ones. And that was it. That was the moment that Sunderland really should have won. All right, Leeds are making a few more changes here. Goodmanson's off and Bornau is on. Went to the last 3 minutes of injury time there. And what has been probably one of Chelsea's worst performances, if not the worst performance of their season, after probably one of their best on the weekend, they've really come crashing back down to earth in this game. And they've actually kept 11 men on the field. So... I think they might have been better off if they just let Esteval get himself sent off, because they look like they played better with 10 at this moment. So Bosley with the ball out here to Virgil van Dijk, who's now gone forward as an auxiliary centre forward. This is where Sunderland could do him on the break. All right, we're into the final 90 seconds of injury time in that game. Would put money on Bruno playing. I know normally I'd say the same. But you just don't know. I mean, if he's got 2 doubts and he's not naming him, that's normally a bad sign. And I feel like a lot of people are going to look at the fact that Bruno had the limp and the hamstring and whatever. But he's normally fit, man. The dude rarely ever misses a game of football. No problem, my friends. We'll be back for the Man United West Ham game tomorrow. I'm already looking forward to that. Leeds are pushing here away on the break. Could they get a 4th late on? Palmer Hattie, I mean, yeah, maybe next season. All right, I think this Liverpool-Sunderland game is going to finish 1-1. The Cedar had the chance to win it, and he just couldn't quite finish the biscuit to get the chocolates. Mbumo was one missing. I don't think so. I think Mbumo looked fine. I'd be shocked if he's missing. Yeah, exactly. Amarin is definitely very honest. And I feel like that's why he didn't say it. We've got 2 issues. We have to see the way we play. The way we play makes you think that it's him out. Bruno injured is the best thing that can happen to United. Hall incoming if Bruno doesn't play. Yeah. One game. Yeah, don't worry. I fixed it. All right, Leeds versus Chelsea is finished. 3-1 there. 3-1. And Liverpool versus Sunderland is very, very close. I don't think he is flagged. Because Amron didn't say it was Bruno. He just said, yeah. Oh, Ekatiko with a very late chance here has skied it over the bar, and that is going to be the final bit of action in the live watch along. Liverpool versus Sunderland has also finished 1-1. So no clean sheets tonight except for Arsenal and Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, and obviously Everton last night. So we've got 4 clean sheets from 9 games. It just goes to show how hard it is to get a clean sheet in FPL this season. And maybe double Palace defence and double Arsenal defence is just the way to go. And maybe that's what I just need to start looking to do. Maybe with my 6 free transfers, well, 5 free transfers, I might fix the defence to double Palace, double Arsenal, and just play the same 4 every week until they get injured. That could actually be the play. That might be the way to get some clean sheets and some points in the defence moving forward. Wolves and Burnley they can't attack. They're the easiest fixtures to target by a country mile. If it's Bruno plus and Boomo, you could get Mukiele in. Surely that can't happen, Alan, but I am aware that potentially could happen. I think Mukiele is actually on minus. Let me just double check that. Because I don't think he got DC. Could be wrong. Mukiele's still on 2 because he got DC. So Mukiele's still on 2 points. So even if Mukiele does come off the bench, it's not a disaster. 2 points from Mukiele's fine. I'd take the 17 from Foden all day long. I'd actually rather Mukiele's 2 than whatever, so that'd be all right. Literally just thinking of double Palace and Arsenal and leaving it as it is. Exactly. Big game tomorrow. Hopefully it's at more points on the board. We go to bed. Well, sorry, I'm going to go to work. And I think I'm literally on a grey arrow at the moment. Like pretty much no rank change at all. So all I need now is Bruno not to show up, and I'm on a big fat green arrow. So ideally, it's just if Bruno's out and I get 17 points straight off the bat, or 18 points because Thiago would come off the bench as well. And then Mbumo plays and scores a couple of goals. It could be a really biblical night for me. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm off to the gym. You guys all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday nights. And if you're like me, enjoy your Thursday day. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the live watch along Man United versus West Ham. I'll be there for it. I'll see you all then.